Northeast Texas Sports Network is dedicated on delivering the most entertaining sports broadcasts in East Texas. And if you're interested in having your next sporting event streamed live, visit us online at NETSN.live.
And good evening, everyone, and welcome to Palestine, Texas Wildcat Stadium, the home of the Palestine Wildcats. And we're here for high school football on NETSN, our game of the week here, as Nacogdoches has come to town to take on the Palestine Wildcats. Hello, everyone. I'm Brett Swinney. Alongside me tonight, making his football debut with us, Jeremy Diamond. Jeremy, welcome to the football booth.
Man, it feels like home. I spent 15 years on sidelines on Friday nights and doing different things, but it's great to be up here. Kind of get a different perspective right up here, but I'm excited to be here and excited for just week one here of high school football.
We got a good one here tonight. This was a good game last year in Nacogdoches. Nacogdoches got the win, but expect another one tonight. Both teams coming off, tough seasons, 3-7 for Nacogdoches, 1-9 for Palestine, looking to get off to a good start here. And you've got some keys for us tonight, but we've got a special graphic here for it. It's the Diamonds winning keys. Give us those winning keys.
Yeah, well, I think the big thing, I think if we start here with Nacogdoches, I think for them it's going to be leaning on the front seven defensively, right? They've got a pretty good group there, and so they're going to have to be able to set the tone on the line. If they can get pushed in the backfield, it's going to change things. I think offensively they got to get the ball to their playmakers, right? You got to get the ball to those guys on the outside, get the ball to your skill guys, and get that moving. And then I think for them to just get off to a fast start. Right, I think this game is going to be. It can be settled early if the right team can get going. When you go to Palestine, I think you've got some younger players, right? I think depth is maybe a little bit of a concern. They've got a lot of guys, but can the younger players step up and help this group, this skill set that they have? Can they step into these games and really make a difference when they have to go to those rotations, and then limit the big play, right? Don't give up that deep ball. Don't give up the big run where you break tackles. And then lastly, I think for them, they need to force turnovers. Get out. I think, again, for both of these teams, I think the start is so critical. It's not a district game, but I think it gives you a lot of confidence moving in. So that's our keys for tonight.
All right. Thank you for those keys. And, we're going to the field looks like the players are getting close to coming onto the field. But we want to thank everybody for tuning in and joining us tonight. Welcome to NETSN. If you've never watched our broadcast, make sure you check out all our games. We have 4 games on tonight, so we'll have those all across the area. I think we've got one in a rain delay over in Hallsville. Lindale and Hallsville's in a rain delay, and we got Winsboro. I've got them right here up 14-0. And also you'll notice our new ticker on the top. If you will make sure you update the app for us and keep those scores up to date, we'll have those kind of scrolling throughout the evening. But Jeremy, if they were wanting to update those scores, how would they get set up? Is it cost $20, $30 for this?
It's my favorite thing. The app is free, $99. Not $3, but free. It doesn't cost a thing. It's a wonderful app. It's got a ton of stuff on it. It's got pick'ems, right? It's got live feeds. We rely on you guys because we can't be everywhere, right? And so we rely on the crowd to help us out sometimes with the scores. And so you can go on the app, you can update the score, and then what that does is that updates the ticker. And so if you're watching tonight and all of a sudden you look up and it's the fourth quarter and there's a tight ball game, and it's one of our games, it'll be rolling across the ticker, and you can jump over to one of our other feeds and check it out.
Awesome. Well, that's an awesome thing, and we appreciate everybody that is tuned in tonight or the broadcast, and hopefully you'll be able to get a good quality view. And we did have to move our camera, down to the lower area, so if you see any heads or anything like that in the way, we tried to have it up a little bit better, but either way, we're going to bring you tonight's action here, and hopefully we'll say a prayer here that we don't get a weather delay or anything here. It's a little cloudy, but so far nothing has come through here in Palestine.
Yeah, we're going to knock on all the stuff so we don't announce or jinx real quick. We don't want to be the ones that cause the delay. But, no, a beautiful night, a great stadium. We were talking pregame. There's a gray track around the field. It's kind of a different look, right? You don't see that every day. It really makes the field kind of stand out. And, again, just a cool place to be. Up here, we got a great spot up here to get a good view, and so we're excited.
All right. Well, we got the nice big flag on the middle of the field. I guess we're going to have a national anthem here at some point, but not yet. And let's see, Jeremy, let's go through. We got some notes from Palestine, Coach Ray's. You got a couple of D1 commits here on their lineup. Kind of go over those and what we're looking for out here on the
Sure. So yeah, you've got Savorian Martin, right, and he's kind of he's a starting wide receiver, but he's also a starting corner. That's a pretty sweet gig, and he's a Tech commit, right? So that's not anything to shake your head about, right? And so he's committed to Texas Tech. And then you've got Kaysen Applewhite, and Kaysen is on the D line. He's committed to North Texas.
Okay.
And then you got Ashton Cook, who's their quarterback, but he's also a free safety. So he's going to split a little time, probably mostly quarterback. It gets tough sometimes to play your quarterback defensively unless you need to, right? And then you've got Braylon Beckworth, and he's a running back. And then you've got Colt James, who is an all-state punter and kicker.
Now that's an important position.
Yes.
The kicker and punter. We've seen in many games that can determine whether or not you get the win or the loss. So.
Yeah.
Looks like we got maybe Nacogdoches about to enter the field here.
Yeah, we were talking pregame too. I'm so used to seeing them in black with gold numbers. It's interesting to see them in all white with gold. I think it's going to be hard tonight to spot numbers. So bear with us.
Great.
Yeah, they didn't help us out much there, but then you've got Palestine in their home maroon.
Okay. You got the flips going here.
We got some cold sparks going off, as Rob told us.
Okay.
A little bit of fireworks that aren't really fireworks, and so the best kind to have. Don't have to worry about ruining the turf.
That's right. That turf's too expensive.
That's right.
They've done a nice facilities here in Palestine as we came out. The baseball field, I think, is new. I don't think it was here in previous years, and I liked it. I didn't know if you noticed it coming in, Jeremy.
I did. Yeah, we were.
Yeah, you kind of are above the field, and you kind of have a great look down.
Yeah, and then the softball field's right next to it. They got kind of a nice little complex here, and yeah, they've done some good improvements here. From years past. It's been a long time since I've been here, so it definitely is an updated look and a great look.
Well, we want to take this time to let you know that the chat is open tonight. So if you're tuned in at home and watching, let us know where you're watching from and who you're cheering for, and just chat with us a little bit tonight. We'll try to mention you on air.
So Brett, if I want to chat, what do I need to do in order to chat on YouTube?
So the only way you can chat, Jeremy, is you hit that subscribe button, and it costs you how much?
It's free as well.
Okay, so you subscribe to our channel. I mean, you get to get all those lovely notifications when we go live. We're going to take it down the field.
Tonight, we proudly recognize the strength of our community and the people who stand behind it. Those who serve, protect, and uplift us every single day. We extend our deepest thanks to Woodman Life for sponsoring this tribute and for providing the magnificent American flag in honor of our first responders and community partners. It is a powerful symbol of unity, service, and sacrifice. We honor the everyday heroes among us, law enforcement officers, firefighters, EMTs, and paramedics, as well as local healthcare workers, educators, military service members, and public servants, whose dedication helps keep our community strong and connected. A special thank you goes to our Criminal Justice Practicum, Student Council, and Interact students for leading tonight's flag presentation. Their participation is a testament to the values of service, leadership, and honor that we strive to uphold. Thank you, first responders. Thank you, community partners. And thank you, Woodman Life.
All right, Jeremy, what a week. We got 10 games this week on the network, so that's exciting.
Thankfully, you and I don't have to be at all 10 of them, right?
I mean,
Thankfully, we've got some good guys working with us.
Thankfully, but you know, we like doing this.
That's
it's
right.
Not too bad. It's not too bad.
No, not at all. But you know, it's hard to be in two places at once. So
all right,
yeah, we'll be somewhere tonight, and then I think we're both splitting and going different directions tomorrow night. So
all right, we got captains here on the field. You got Savorian Martin, number 2. You've got number 92, Ronnie Williams. You've got number 1, Braylon Beckworth here, and number 50. That's Caden Timmons, and number 21, Kaysen Applewhite. Who you got? Can you see Nacogdoches, Jeremy? You got your binoculars over there.
Yeah, I was trying to be sneaky. So we got number 71. That's Ulysses Sanchez. We've got number 88. That's Micah Lockett. See, we've got number 8. That's Landon Sherrard.
We're moving the camera here a little bit, so they'll have it fixed here in just a second.
And I believe the other one is number 13, Darius Whitaker.
So bear with us here as we're having to revamp the camera positioning. They'll have it fixed here in just a second. So you've got Palestine won the toss. Nacogdoches will receive. Palestine deferred. So we'll see the Dragons on offense first here, and then to start the game.
Once again, Nacogdoches will be receiving.
There we go. They got it back up here. Got our great,
I think we had a little
R&R down there.
That's right. Well, I think we had a little fan interference from the excitement, right? Every time somebody stood up, we didn't want to catch somebody's top of somebody's head and have that live in infamy, right?
Yeah, it probably would be it's probably a safe bet.
If it were me, I might frown upon the back of my head being on somebody's TV channel. So
yeah, some reason they do frown upon that. So
all right, so kicking for the Palestine Wildcats is going to be Colt James, as we said earlier. Again, he's the All-State kicker and punter. And then back deep for Nacogdoches, we have number 10, Josiah Lane. And it looks like number 2, R.J. Whitaker.
I'm glad you brought those because you're going to save me a little bit here on this.
Those yellow numbers on white are brutal. We'll have to. Yeah, it's always that thing where you're like, we didn't think about having to look from from 100 yards away at a number and see who it is. They'll probably notice when they do game film how hard it is to figure out who did what.
You got Colt James, obviously back kicking for Palestine. Got a little poocher here as we open the game, and Nacogdoches takes their fair catch right around the 28-yard line. So they'll take over 1st and 10 here to start the game. So we'll see what Nacogdoches does here first. Jeremy, since you got those great eyes, who we got a quarterback out there? Because that yellow, you were right on. This is going to be very difficult. I'm going to have to watch the screen in front of me just to see.
Number 14, it's Jalen Garrett. He's a freshman.
Oh, okay.
So they've gone freshman quarterback here.
All right, so Garrett's going to hand off up the middle for a couple of yards to the tailback. That's going to be 28?
Yeah, and then the tackle there was by number 54, Ethan Thomas.
Okay. Once we get to figure out who's getting the ball, which I don't think that's not 28 though, because I don't have a 28 on the roster. We're going to have to figure that out.
I think that's 26. I think it's Caraway, but I can look.
Well, he said he's a defensive lineman here on this
Never mind
list.
then. They've got number 20 in the backfield. There you
All
go.
right, number 20, that's Trey Page.
Oof.
And
That Palestine defense, there was a bunch of them in there.
Nowhere to go for Garrett there, and he is sacked. That's going to be back a little bit back behind the original line of scrimmage. I think it's going to be back to the 27-yard line, so they'll bring up 3rd down and about 11 here.
Yeah, that was 92 Ronnie Carr, and then number 8 Jeremiah Carr. So might be some family there. A little family meet up in the backfield.
Yeah. So here we go. 3rd and 11. Ooh, we got jump. Are they going to say abated the quarterback there, or did they move? We'll see what the official says. It looks like they're pointing toward Palestine, so it may be a 5-yard 3 yards for Nac. Yep, there was unabated the quarterback. That was on number 0, Bridgebow. Now that's interesting. Now they've always gone down to allowing those 0 numbers even at the high school level now. That's interesting. I never understood why 0 wasn't okay.
Yeah. I guess if you're us, it looks like an 8. Right? I don't know.
So back to pass. Throws to his right. Nice catch. Oh, in and out of the hands of the receiver. Incomplete. Couldn't tell who that was intended for. Again, these yellow numbers to start the season are rough, Jeremy.
They are.
Well, we didn't get a starting chart for Nacogdoches, so we're going to have to figure out who's out there as we go. We got Jonathan Bradshaw tuned in. Welcome, Jonathan. We got Daniel Mejia watching from San Angelo, Texas.
There you go.
Coach Smith is one of my best friends. Hope the Dragons have a great year. Welcome, Daniel. Thanks for tuning in tonight broadcast. So we got now 4th down, and I don't know. Looks like we give a timeout call. So Nacogdoches is going to take a timeout, which that'll bring them down to 2, and we'll take it with them real quick. We got some bills to pay. Let's highlight one of our sponsors here on this, and we'll be right back.
Struggling with mobility, chronic pain, work, or sports injury? At Azalea Orthopedics, our team of highly trained physicians specialize in complete orthopedic care, pain management, sports medicine, physical medicine, and rehabilitation. If you've sustained a bone or joint injury, have mobility or movement problems, struggle with pain, contact Azalea Orthopedics. We're conveniently located across East Texas, serving 18 counties. When visiting your doctor, urgent care, or hospital, you have a choice. Demand Azalea. At Azalea Orthopedics, your health is our priority.
We are back here on NETSN. We've got a 4th down and 6 here for the Dragons.
I'm gonna predict a quick kick here.
I mean, I'm thinking Garrett's
or maybe they're
it.
trying to get him to jump, but
They could. Well, somebody moved.
I think they jumped. I think the wrong person jumped.
Yeah, we got
They're gonna get a simulated snap, maybe.
Little flag action out there. Yep. So 76 offense. That is Joshua Knepp there that moved. So maybe they just don't line up in a regular punt formation. Maybe they, Here we go. And we'll drop back. And you predicted it correctly. A little quick kick. Nobody on the return for Palestine. It takes a nice Palestine bounce. Jeremy, that looked like a nice pitching wedge for me there. Stopped on a dime there.
Not what you want if you're Nacogdoches. You want that thing to run when there's nobody back.
But good start for the Wildcats here at home. Good defensive stand, and so they'll get the ball for their first possession, led onto the field by quarterback Ashton Cook. As you mentioned earlier, he's one of the players to watch in tonight's game. Another one that, of course, the Tech commit. I'm interested to see if they can get Martin the ball in space. Because I've heard that he's pretty fast. Jeremy.
I think he's one of those quick twitch guys, right? He's got a little speed, a little quickness to him, and I imagine that's going to be shortly on the bill.
And it's going to be a keeper there. by the quarterback Cook.
Oh, that was theft.
Man.
That was grand theft. But again, a great catch there. Looked like number 6.
Man.
That's C.J. Jones.
Last minute there.
Yeah. Got a first down just enough, about a 10-yard completion.
Look, we got Keith Whitman on the chat. He says, must be nice to broadcast a game. Well, maybe you'll get going here in a little bit, Keith. Maybe we can entertain you while you're sitting there waiting to get started. We've got Kevion Jordan, Let's Go Palestine, watching from Shelbyville. Hope both teams do great this season. Thanks for watching. So a 1st and 10 for Palestine at the 50-yard line. On the little read play up the middle, gives it to the tailback, and that is Beckworth there, and he's going to pick up about 8 yards. Well, they're going to step back. They're only going to give him 6.
It looks like number 8, Jeremiah Carr, on the tackle there at linebacker. Again, it's always weird when you have a linebacker at number 8, right? Like,
well, and you got the guys that especially when they play both sides, and now the numbers don't matter anymore. It's going to be another handoff up the middle again to Beckworth. He's going to pick up the first down, crosses the 40 to the 39-yard line of the Dragons. So Palestine off to a good start. Couple first downs here.
Line of scrimmage will be the 39.
So 1st and 10 for Palestine, ball at the 39. And thanks for watching. Keep the chats rolling. Glad everyone's tuned in. Pass over to the left side. That's Martin with a great catch over his shoulder. Perfectly thrown by Beckworth. Perfectly thrown by Cook. Right over that back shoulder. Looks like a flag on the far side, though, Jeremy. Do you see it?
I can't tell if that's a glove or.
It looks like the refs are talking about something.
Yeah.
They're pointing toward Nacogdoches.
That is, yeah. It's hard to tell because some of the players for Nacogdoches have yellow gloves. So.
Well, they were offsides, but it did not help them. So Palestine will decline that penalty and take the yards.
2nd and 1.
So they're at the 30-yard line here, looking to get their first drive of the season with points.
Yeah, that was messy. I'm not sure what happened there. It looked like the left tackle jumped forward and then tried to stop. And then
we counting flags? If we had a flag sponsor, they'd be
that's right.
Is it like
it needs to be like an eye care place, right? For the oh no, I shouldn't say that.
How about the mustard, like French's mustard?
There you go.
So it's going to back
maybe a laundry service.
Maybe laundry on the field. I like it.
A little
if you're listening and you're interested, reach out, sales@netsn.live. If you're interested in sponsoring one of our broadcasts, it's going to bring them back to the 35-yard line. So it'll be 2nd down and 6. It's going to be a keeper that time, and he is going nowhere as Cook is popped, Jeremy.
He is.
That's a big boy. Who was that, number 7?
That is number 7.
Caden Thomas. Woo.
Yeah.
Goodness.
Yeah, that's a big defensive tackle right there, and he meant business.
Well, that penalty that's gonna be a big penalty on this drive.
Yeah, because they were a yard away from another first down and moving forward, and that false start's gonna really hurt.
Now they're 3rd and 9 here. Ball spotted.
Oh, they got the jump, but they didn't snap it.
At the 38 here. So they're gonna wait here and get the play. They're gonna play clock down to 3. You're going to burn a timeout. They're going to get it off. They get a timeout. Yep.
Just in time.
So Palestine will take a timeout with 8:24 left here in the first quarter. So we'll take it with them. 8:24 left here in the first. We got a 0-0 game here on NETSN. Don't go anywhere.
Your vehicle is one of the biggest investments you'll make, and at Fairway Ford, we're committed to keeping you on the road. Our service technicians are experts in all aspects of every vehicle we put our customers in. And with our mobile service, you can stay safely where you are. Our team comes to you to fix whatever issue you're having. Learn more and book your next appointment at fairwayfordhenderson.net.
All right, we are back on NETSN as we have a big 3rd down and 9 for Palestine, as they had 2nd and 1, got a penalty, and then they got hit for a loss on 2nd down. So see what they got. Cook to his left. They're going to get it to Martin again. Oh, he dropped it.
He tried to run before he got a hold of it.
Yeah, he took off early. Now, 4th and 9 right here. I think this is a spot that if you're Palestine, maybe you go for it here. If you think you have something you like.
Yeah, I mean, even with an all-state kicker, that's a long way, right? That's 55 yards. It's probably outside the range of even a guy like that. And then I think,
your punt exchange. If you punt to the end zone, maybe he can put them inside the 10, but.
It's less than 20 yards gained there if you accidentally get one in the end zone. So.
Back to pass. Cook got pressure, steps through the pressure, is able to get to pass away, but a good defensive play.
That was by Jabrandon rushing, excuse me.
And Beckworth, I think he may have gotten a yard, but not enough for the first down. So turnover on downs for Palestine. Nacogdoches with a nice stand. And so far, defense has been the key, Jeremy.
Yeah, we talked about it, right? I said, the front 7 was going to be a big thing for Nacogdoches. And, again, outside of that little first down pass that they had where I think, it was a stolen first down, but Jones isn't going to care. But outside of that, it's been a little bit herky-jerky, and we're going to flip the script here. And
going to fix the timeouts. There's not a timeout now, guys, but they didn't fix the board timeout, so there is 2 timeouts apiece left for each team. Back to pass. Steps up in the pocket, does Garrett, and he is brought down. Tried to evade the pressure, but couldn't get away, Jeremy.
Yeah, stepped right into Ethan Thomas there with a sack.
So that's going to be a loss on the play. It's going to bring up 2nd down and about 15, it looks like. Ball spotted back at the 33-yard line, it looks like here.
So. Yeah, and with a freshman quarterback, again, they obviously see something in him. But, again, this is his first game action, right?
Yeah.
And to step into a varsity game's a lot.
Give it to the tailback. I think that's going to be number 20 again.
Yeah, Trey Page.
Page on the carries. Nice little game for Page. Gets the yards back they just lost. They'll be back to the original line of scrimmage.
Yeah, this Nacogdoches team has a pretty good size offensive line. That center, that's a good size guy, right? You got somebody to hide behind, and again, Page is not the tallest guy. He's at 5'8", so he's able to hide a little bit there and then hit the hole and get a good 10-yard gain.
So 3rd down and 10 now for Nacogdoches. Oh, got a jump, and they're going to did he get contact? I think he contacted the lineman. Let's see what they got here. Yep. Yeah, Palestine, they've done that a few times, Jeremy. They're giving Nacogdoches chances.
Yeah, again, I think this is the thing that frustrates people that watch football. Like, why did you stop that play?
Yeah.
Right? And, I mean, that's up to the referee. But if it's defensive offsides and he's not getting a free run at the quarterback, like usually they'll let that go. But that one they stopped. And, again, the defender stopped, so we can't say, well, it would have been a touchdown. But you never know, right? It's a free play. You'd like to have it. And if I'm the coach, I'm a little bit frustrated I didn't get a chance to at least take a shot.
So now it'll be 3rd down and 5. Ball at the 42-yard line. I think that 43-yard line.
Well, that defensive tackle, his hand is offsides and head.
He is right on that line.
They're being super kind.
And they're going to do an end around, and it's not going to work as Palestine stayed at home. That was number 8 or 9.
Yeah,
there.
number 8. That was Jeremiah Carr. He did a good job, and his teammates of stringing that out, right, not letting him get the edge there, and then Jeremiah came in and cleaned up.
Was that 8? That was 8 on the carry, Landon Sherrard for Nacogdoches. So 4th down now for Nacogdoches.
Yeah, we're back to 4th and 10. I feel like this is, we've had this a couple times, right? Get a little, give a little.
Well, I mean, both teams are kind of this. Again, this is week 1.
Yep.
Week 1, you know how things go. You just never know. So both defenses are playing well. The offenses so far have not. Palestine had the most movement, but then they kind of stalled out with that penalty. And Garrett's going to quick kick. It looks like it's got a backward spin on it. Oh, but it took that funky forward bounce, and it's going to be fielded.
Yeah,
that's
Martin.
And great choice as he's going to get up to the 40 maybe. Just short of the 40, I think.
That was a good play there by 76 Dylan Hudson. Or no, sorry, excuse me. Number 76 Joshua Nett for Nacogdoches. The lineman got over to the sideline to make sure that Martin didn't get any more yardage.
So Jeremy, you're been in the coaching realm. How do you like that play? I know if it's Martin, obviously it's risky, but like he just helped them gain about 20 extra yards. But those are the ones that you try to pick up too fast and you fumble. So that's
it's that one where as a coach you're like, oh no, what are you? Great job, right? Like if there's a part of you that's like, what are you doing? And then you realize who it is, right? I think coaches have enough trust in him. If it was anybody else, I'm pretty sure there's a long conversation on the sideline, right? But he's back in there at receiver, and so
here we go. Cook. Hand off. It's Beckworth, and he is going absolutely nowhere. Maybe they may give him a yard on forward progress.
We're going to give the tackle to the front 4 because I think every one of those guys plus a linebacker was involved.
What do you call
in
a bunch of dragons? Not a pack, I heard. What?
Yeah, we should. I mean, we both have kids. We watch How to Train Your Dragons. We should know what they're called. I don't know, but
they are going to give him 1 yard, so it's going to be 2nd down and 9 from the 41-yard line. A little movement up front.
They got that. Yeah. Oh, now you got to blow that one dead. See, that's I don't like that one. That one you have to blow dead.
Yep.
You don't want Cook coming up limp on a play that was a flag. And again, if I'm the coach, I'm like, which one? You either got to.
Coach is like, get rid of it.
Yeah,
just throw it away.
If you're in trouble, throw it away. Yeah.
So. A little shaky here from both teams. You got a lot of offsides and false starts here early.
And again, that's to be expected, right? Guys are itching to play, and so I think you can take advantage of it if you're the offense, right? And we've seen them do it multiple times so far. But now the key here is Palestine can't shoot themselves in the foot. They got the 5. Don't give it back, right? Get a positive play here on 2nd down. And
so fake pitch from Cook. He's going to take up the middle. Cook's got a little room. There goes Cook. Cook bounces to the outside. Is going to pick up the 1st down.
Man, he's got some wiggle, but I am not happy with ball security. That ball he had a loaf of bread. He was slinging that bag all over the place. But a great run, a great cut back there. I thought he pitched it for about a quarter of a second there, and I think the whole defense did as well, and he did a good job on the cut back there.
So here we go. 1st and 10 now for Palestine in Nacogdoches territory at the 40-yard line. Handoff up the middle. It's to Beckworth. I feel like I'm calling a butler's name, Beckworth. I feel like
it sounds fancy, doesn't it?
Is it Duckworth? He was in Mighty Ducks.
Yes.
Duckworth, the butler. That's why I feel like it's. Well, Beckworth's doing work tonight. He's getting a lot of carries here, and he got 2 on that one. So to bring up 2nd down and 8. Because the scene that comes up to me, Jeremy, is quack, Mr. Ducksworth. That scene with Emilio Estevez. Love those movies. Oh,
that was a snap that went unintentionally to the running back.
Was it made for the running back? Because he didn't look ready, Jeremy.
I was going to say, by the look on Cook, by Cook's reaction, I don't think that was the right play, but it ended up being in the hands of somebody at least, and got back to the line of scrimmage, maybe half a yard.
Okay, so I got Coach McFarland. He must be tuned in. He said a group of dragons is called Flight, Weir, or Thunder.
Interesting.
Okay, thanks,
All right,
Coach.
There we go. I like Weir. That sounds cool. That's kind of a different,
Okay.
A whole Weir of dragons made that tackle. That definitely has a good ring to it.
So 3rd down and 8 from the 38. Little short screen. It's going to be caught. That's number 9 on the catch.
And they're going to tackle him for the 1st down.
They knocked him forward.
They did. They gave him about 4 yards on the tackle. Again, a whole host of dragons there. A Weir of dragons that was led by Landon Sherrard, the linebacker.
That was London Brown on the reception for Palestine.
Yeah, good play there. Little middle tunnel screen there, and got the line and the linebackers upfield a little bit too far. Then they had to chase back behind, and then unfortunately for them, when they made the tackle, they gave him an extra 3 or 4 yards.
I love that,
Yeah.
Knock them forward. That's almost like when they knock them in the end zone.
Oh, it's so frustrating, isn't it? Yeah, you're like, all you had to do is pull him backwards, and you pushed him forward.
So Garrison 12, Wascom 6 there at the start of the 2nd quarter.
That's a good matchup tonight. We talked about that one in our Beasts from the East show.
And Cook getting away from tacklers. Cook down the sideline. Cook with a nice run to pick up the 1st down.
Yeah, he's a junior. He's got some wheels, and again, got a little juice to him.
Nice dual threat action here from Cook. I like what he's doing so far for Palestine.
I think the fact I like is he's decisive, right? When he goes, he goes. He's not hesitating. He's not thinking about it. He's making the decision and making it go. Oh, we're going.
So
We got a big D-line alert, gentlemen and ladies.
Uh-oh.
We got Ronnie Williams here in the kind of H-back-ish position. So we got a big man on campus.
Big package, our first red zone action
Oh,
of the
and
year.
he runs a trap.
Oh, up the middle. And he's going to get across the 10. They're going to mark it at about the 9-yard line. So a gain of about 2.
And could you imagine being a blitzing corner and then all of a sudden you look up and the trap block is coming from the defensive lineman, number 92? Like, I might just lay down.
That's no thank you. I saw a few of those when we got a little Brook Hill action earlier in the year.
Yeah, here you got him set up in the same spot again and getting kind of an H-back.
Oh, that snap picked up by Cook. Cook trying to make something of it, and he's going to get a couple more. So down to the 7-yard line for Cook. So we got somebody on the chat says Cook and Brown, the wide receiver, are brothers. Okay, well, that makes a lot of sense.
It makes that connection a little bit more natural, right? When
Yeah.
When you're a family.
So we got 3rd down now, and it looks like about 6. They can still get a first down close to the end zone there, and we're going to get a timeout. Looks like Palestine's going to take that timeout.
That's already their second.
So they're going to take a timeout. We'll take it with them. 1:42 left here in the first quarter. No score here in Palestine. You're watching high school football on NETSN. And we are back here on NETSN as Palestine's got a big 3rd down here in the red zone. Jeremy, put your coaching hat on for me. What are you dialing up here for Palestine?
Yeah, I mean, so if it were me, I think I'm going to get a couple crossing routes in here, right? I'm going to get an under cross and maybe a mid-level cross, and then I'll probably have a guy fade to the end zone. But I want some action across so I can see if I've got zone or man. And hopefully we can get enough blocking here for Cook to find somebody open, but I wouldn't be surprised.
Then Cook, if nothing's there, maybe he's open and he's able to just take it in himself.
Yeah. I mean, I think I'd run 6 on the cross and maybe the receiver split left, and then send your fade out here to number 13 and just see what you can get.
So here we go. 3rd down and 6. Cook. Handoff. It's Beckworth, and he's run right into a wall again. Nacogdoches is plugging those gaps.
Yeah, they were ready for the run, and but again, if you're Palestine, you got a great kicker, right? So maybe you take a chance there. Maybe you get the ball where he wants it, and if you get a big play, great. If not, then you've got an all-state punter and kicker here that it's pretty solid, so you don't have to worry about that.
So they're gonna take the points here. They're gonna attempt the field goal here and see if we can get Colt James on a bad snap. And what a tough break for Palestine. Had it inside the 10 and still can't get points on the board.
What was that? That had to be 3 to 4 snaps that drive that just weren't quite right, and it kind of derailed the momentum they had going. And so,
I mean, it shows how important those snaps are.
Yeah.
I mean, you can have one bad snap can derail you completely.
oh man, when we were doing the middle school level, I think we spent the first 4 offensive line practices just snapping to try to find somebody that can do it right.
That's got to be
frustrating.
at that age. That's tough.
Oh, it is. Yeah, because it's like they're like, oh yeah, I can snap, and then it's and so trying to find somebody that can do it on the consistent level is tough.
So Nacogdoches now will take over 1st and 10 from their own 20. 58 seconds left here in the first quarter. Garrett's going to hand off, and that's going to be Page again. He's taken down. It's going to be stopped for no gain.
That's actually number 21. That's actually Zamarian Douglas. They've got a new back.
Oh, they do? Okay.
Again, we're trying here. These numbers are pretty tough to read.
Oh, yeah. Well, and, you know, you got some you got cheat glasses over there.
I cheated. And now in the backfield, we got number 25. No, is that right?
So whoever said white jerseys on yellow gold with yellow gold numbers is it's not a good idea.
Yeah, that black trim is pretty thin. So 21's in the backfield again, Douglas.
And Garrett steps up in the pocket, and he is sacked for a loss on the play back to the 14-yard line.
That was number 0, Excel Obrigbo.
And that's going to do it for the first quarter here in Palestine. So after one, we've got a 0-0 defensive battle here on NETSN. Stay with us. We'll be right back for the second quarter.
This is where legends rise and moments are made.
They're still on his feet. Come on, let's go, still on his feet.
From the buzzer beaters to the game winners, we bring you the action. Raw, real, relentless. We cover every angle, every story. From the streets to the stadiums,
We're going all the way.
your favorite athletes, your teams,
Ford breaks the tackle. Oh, my gosh.
your passion, all in one place. New games, live shows.
Here he goes. He's got some blockers.
This is the future of sports media.
There he goes. Quick into the secondary.
This isn't just a network. This is a movement.
Ooh, oh, he ran over the defender.
Welcome to NETSN Game On.
And we are back here on NETSN, second quarter underway as we have a third down now, and it's at 15. Oh, and a high snap. We got another movement. I think we're going to have another 5 yards back. He had some movement up front.
Yeah, and again, both teams are just shooting themselves in the foot, right? I mean, it's you can't hurt yourself, and that's the biggest thing, especially early in the season, is limiting those mistakes, right? You don't want to keep making the same ones, and it seems like they just can't get any momentum.
So here we go. Now it's 3rd and 20, especially when your offense hasn't really clicked tonight. You don't want to do anything to make it harder on them. So back to pass. Garrett's going to set up a screen. Ooh, and it was overshot there. Good pressure by Palestine up front. Forced him to throw it a little early, I think.
Yeah. Yeah, again, I think both defensive lines, right, have been in the backfield frequently, and that's caused, again, that makes it hard to run consistent offense, right, if you're constantly having to run for your life. You don't have time to set up and get your feet set.
So a little quick kick, and it is with a lot of backspin. Palestine needs to get
it almost got a hold of it almost got number 9's foot there.
So Palestine's going to have great field position, looks like, around the 39-yard line of Nacogdoches. And so their defense did their job after they couldn't punch home the field goal earlier, so they're going to get in their shot here.
Yeah, that was close to disaster there. It looked like London Brown was being blocked or trying to block, and that ball missed his foot. It couldn't have been more than a foot from hitting him, which would have been a disaster. And so thankfully it didn't for Palestine, and they get to take over here on the plus side of the field here. 39 yards to go.
So here we go. So we Cook back to pass. Got a lot of Nacogdoches Dragons in his face, and he is smothered and sacked. They're going to give him a forward progress at the 49-yard line. That's generous there, Jeremy.
It was, yeah. It looked like number 26, Zai Caraway, was in the backfield. And it looked like, I think, also number 7, Caden Thomas, was back there as well. Yeah, he got, that's that one where they start pushing him back and they kind of stop it. But it may have been a few more yards back than that. He was kind of bailing on his own. But, yeah, a gift there in this scenario for them. And
so now it's 2nd and a lot. Is that like 18?
Yeah, it looks about like that.
Okay. So Cook fakes the run. He throws it at Martin's feet. No chance at a catch there. And one big Nacogdoches play there, Jeremy, is kind of throwing the momentum back to their favor here. They've forced Palestine to a 3rd and a very long way.
Looks like I was checking in on Tyler Legacy. It looks like they're in some sort of a delay, weather-related delay.
That seems to be the theme tonight.
Yeah, and it looks like if
Cook
predictions
pitch
hold,
to
might be
Beckworth. Oh, we took him by the helmet. Did he get the face mask? Yeah, don't guess so. It was close.
And again, that was number 26, Zai Caraway.
So
he comes up a little bit limp. He's limping a little bit there, coming to the sideline, so hopefully he's okay.
It's going to be Cole James back to punt for Palestine. Who is that back returning, Jeremy? See if you can spot that one.
Oh, man, that is number 1. That's Jaden Ard.
Okay.
I think this is, the first time we've had a traditional punt.
Yeah.
And the first time that somebody's been intentionally back, right? And so
we had Palestine went for it on a possession, and they went for the field goal with no success there. So great job by the Nacogdoches defense to make a stand there.
Yeah, this is that battle of attrition for who's going to – and I think this is an intentional. They're going to take the 5-yard penalty. If I'm Nacogdoches, I might try to decline it. Don't give them the extra yardage to get that punt down. And
I've always wondered, can you just keep declining? Why wouldn't you decline it?
Yeah, I mean –
I don't know. Maybe they think they can have more room for a nice return here.
Maybe so. I don't think that returner is nearly deep enough. He's sitting about the 30-yard line, and I think it's going to be well over his head.
Good snap.
Lots of pressure on the punt.
Nice punt away. So he fielded around the 26-yard line, and he has stopped. Maybe got a yard there up to the 27. Great punt.
Yeah, great coverage
James
there. A host of Wildcats led by Excella Brigbo there on the tackle. So, yeah, just a good punt, and then only got about a yard on the return. So exactly what you want if you're Palestine is get the ball on the other end and then don't allow the big return. So, Brett, the question is, what do you do here, right? Because both offenses have struggled a little bit. How do you break out of this, right? I think that's the hard thing as a coach is what can we run that we know we do well that can get us out of this funk and get us some momentum?
I think you just got to keep, at this point, just keep doing what you're doing. You don't want to, I don't change anything yet. I mean, there's no panic. Nobody scored here yet. So I'm kind of just staying. You don't want to do that to get the penalties, but I think you just kind of keep trucking along, and no panic. It's still a 0-0 game. If you're Nacogdoches, you feel like you're in a good spot because I think Palestine has done the most damage on offense. If you're probably totaling up yards right now, but still, it's the scoreboard that matters at 0-0.
Right.
And Garrett keeps it, and he is tackled for a loss. And man,
what a big tackle! That I believe is
56,
and that is Kenneth Ofush. I'm going to mess it up. Kenneth Ofushane. Yeah, great tackle, great play by him. He got great penetration there and stopped the quarterback. I don't even think the quarterback knew it was coming. It happened so fast.
Yeah, it was a good play there.
And if he didn't make the play, there was another Wildcat ready to do the same. So. Well, that
So
ball
nice
was up for grabs.
pass for Garrett, and it's caught. Nice attempt there to get through tacklers. Almost got the first down. Looks like that's at number 3.
Yeah, that's Kenyon Page.
Okay, so Page with the catch. So Nacogdoches here with a very short third down, about 3rd and 1 here. And we'll see if they leave it in Garrett's hands and, maybe either Page or Douglas gets the carry. See who's in. Is that which one of them's out there right now? I can't see. 20 and 21 are close.
That's 21, so that's Douglas.
So Douglas is out there in the backfield with Garrett.
I thought that last pass was dangerous. That ball hung up in the air a little bit. They were fortunate to get the grab, and then a great work there by Page to get the yardage.
And we're going to get a timeout from Nacogdoches here.
Nacogdoches, they're second of the half.
I noticed they're keeping track accurately of the Nacogdoches timeouts, but the scoreboard here still says that the Wildcats have 3. Hopefully Coach knows he only has 1. It'd be bad to have that backwards and take an extra one you don't have.
Yeah, that wouldn't be very good. But we're going to take a quick timeout with them here. 7:56 left here in the first half. We've got a great one here. It's a 0-0 battle here in Wildcat Stadium here on NETSN. We'll be right back.
This is where legends rise and moments are made.
They're still on his feet. Come on, still on his feet.
From the buzzer beaters to the game winners, we bring you the action. Raw, real, relentless. We cover every angle, every story. From the streets to the stadiums,
He's going all the way.
your favorite athletes, your teams,
Ford breaks some tackle. Oh, my gosh.
your passion, all in one place. New games, live shows.
And after that quick timeout here, nice play from Nacogdoches as Garrett got the completion over to the receiver on the far side.
It was number 88.
88, not Michael Irvin. That is Micah Lockett, though.
Yeah, and then the tackle was Savorian Martin, and then London Brown there, and a couple other Wildcats to make the play there. So enough to get a first down, but limited the damage.
So quick kick on 4th and 7, and it is not a good one. Takes a nice bounce, though. And it's going to die right at the 44-yard line. So Palestine will take over. 1st and 10, the 44. And if you're Palestine, you've had really good field position tonight. At some point, Jeremy, if you're Coach Ray's, you've got to take advantage of this field position.
Yeah, you've got to cash in at some point. And I think that's what he's telling his guys. I think he's saying, guys, just be patient. Let it come to us, right? We're there. We've got all, but again, it's finishing, right? It doesn't matter if you go 99 if you don't get that last one, right? And so I think for them it's just relax. Again, settle in. Let's get the ball to our guys, and let's see what we can do. And again, both teams have worked on getting the ball to their playmakers. I'd like to see Savorian Martin involved a little bit more if I'm a Palestine fan.
It's like you just want to get in the ball as your guy. And Cook with a late throw over the sideline, caught.
And he's got plenty of room. There's nobody
And
close.
he is gone. Touchdown, Palestine. That's C.J. Jones on the touchdown catch.
I was wondering why he rolled left. I was like, why are you rolling left? Roll right. And then he did exactly why he rolled left. They cleared out Martin on a clear-out route, and then they left 6 on the sideline just kind of standing there, and what a play.
So 56 yards on the touchdown from Cook to Jones. Man. And that's one way to get some momentum going, Jeremy.
Yeah, that's what you needed, right? The big play. Again, get that going, and you got a 56-yard passing TD.
And the kick is up and good. So with 6:46 left here in the first half, Palestine strikes first. They lead 7-0. We'll be right back here on NETSN.
Struggling with mobility, chronic pain, work, or sports injury? At Azalea Orthopedics, our team of highly trained physicians specialize in complete orthopedic care, pain management, sports medicine, physical medicine, and rehabilitation. If you've sustained a bone or joint injury, have mobility or movement problems, struggle with pain, contact Azalea Orthopedics. We're conveniently located across East Texas, serving 18 counties. When visiting your doctor, urgent care, or hospital, you have a choice. Demand Azalea. At Azalea Orthopedics, your health is our priority.
And we are back here on NETSN. Brett Swinney, Jeremy Diamond here. And Jeremy, what'd you think about that strike there from Palestine?
Man, probably a little bit unconventional, right? It's not the deep pass you think when you think 56-yard touchdown, but you couldn't have drawn it up any better, and I don't think Coach Ray is going to care. He's going to be happy with the 7-0.
He'll take the points, right?
That's it.
Again, thanks for watching, everyone, and make sure you share our link and let everyone know where you're watching the game. Also, download our NETSN app as our scores. If you'll update those scores on top, they will update as well. So thanks for everyone tuned in. And we'll looks like the Shelbyville-Beckville game there's a little bit of rain over here, Jeremy, on this one.
Yeah, just a little.
Looks like they got us 18-0 St. Augustine, but there's nobody in the stadium. I think they've got that one shut down. I don't know if they'll get that one on.
If that score is accurate, that's a little bit of a surprise.
Yeah, it is.
Because Beckville's a team we were kind of all talking about, expecting big things from that class and that division. And so if St. Augustine's got a quick 18-0 lead, Beckville's probably not wanting this game to end, right? They want to get back out there and try to flip the script.
So here we go and see if Nacogdoches can flip the script here as they start 1st and 10 from the 30. It's Garrett. He's going to hand off to the tailback up the middle, and a nice run. And that's going to be, is that number 20?
Yeah, it's Trey Page.
Trey Page.
Gets tripped up there at the second level, and I think he's been their most effective back. He's got good vision, and he's quick. I think unless the legs are falling off, I'm running him all night. I'm gonna tell him. I said, hey, listen, it's time. You got to strap him up. We're going.
So 2nd down and a short 3. Pass outside to the far side, caught, and he's dancing around, and he's dancing with a bunch of Wildcats that ain't playing. Looks like they're pointing the other direction. Did we get a fumble?
And it is. So forced fumble recovered there by number 54, Ethan Thomas, which is impressive. D lineman gets out there to hustle in the play and recover.
We're going to check out and see if we can get our first replay here action, Jeremy, and it's not going to be, so we're going to kick back off of it, but wanted to try it anyway. But I think I did get that play. I want to see it later because I think the ball was lost late, and I think it was the dancing that kind of got him in trouble. Sometimes even just go down when there's nothing there.
If you dance with the wrong partner, things don't always go well, right? And so in this case, I think you're right. I think you got to get down there, take what you can get. It's hard. You got young guys trying to make a play, and sometimes you get a little bit over-aggressive with it, and it costs you. So now can Palestine go back-to-back here? Can they get back-to-back scoring drives and push this lead?
So we'll see. We got Christopher Blevins is here. The great call tonight, fellas. Thank you, sir. And Josh Smith says, for the St. Augustine-Beckville game, the score is an error. It is 0-0, and the game got canceled. So,
okay.
So we'll notate that in the app.
Some fan is like 18-0.
Well, that was me. I did that.
That was you.
Because the score says on the stream.
No, it does. You're right. It does say 18-0.
So we'll fix it. If it was canceled, that's and also want to give a shout out to and prayers towards Beckville. A couple of tragedies in the Beckville community today, and so that has to be on their minds with the game tonight. Was hoping maybe they have something to distract them because that's what high school football does, get you kind of distraction. But prayers towards them as well. And the pass thrown high, incomplete, was intended for number 13, Jaden Oliver here on the near side.
Yeah, and good coverage there. They had him bracketed, and again, the ball was behind him and high, and maybe a good thing because I think if it had been on target, it would have been a tough catch. So probably a fortunate play there that the pass was a little bit off target.
So we got 3rd down now and 8. Ball spotted about the 35-yard line here. Cook looking around, looks to his right, looking for a short screen to Martin.
Oh,
and the ball
loose.
is out. And looks like Nacogdoches got it. I couldn't tell.
If I'm Palestine, I'm saying, did he ever have possession of that? Because I don't know that it was ever a catch.
Yeah.
It was kind of, I mean, it was so quick, bang, bang, that it didn't look like he ever had possession and got anything done. But they're going to say it was, and they're going to flip the ball over.
The thing is, the only people that matter of what that is the referee, Jeremy.
Right.
They're the only ones
That's
that get
right.
the final say on that stuff.
Yeah, unfortunately, we are not the official replay booth. And there's not one, so they got to go with the call on the field. And the call was a fumble recovered by the defense, and so Nacogdoches takes over here on the plus 47. And now let's see if they can do something with it. Right, turnover.
Yeah, here's our chance to do something right here. 5:18 to go in the half. Handoff. It's Page again. He's gonna get. Ooh, they're gonna say nothing. No gain.
Yeah, tackle there by number 21, Kaysen Applewhite. Again, Kaysen's a North Texas commit.
No gain, 2nd down.
And man, this is one of those things where maybe as a guy, you might get a few more looks playing a game like that. Good play there by him. And again, other than one play, it's really been a defensive battle, right? That one big touchdown pass, and so.
So now it's 2nd down and 10 here for Nacogdoches. Garrett drops back in the pocket, throws out to his left. He's got a receiver. Good catch. So he was able to scoop it up before it hit the ground, but it's going to be about 4, I think, on the gain there.
Yeah, it looks like a gain of 4, so that's going to put him on the 43-yard line.
So 3rd down and 6 from the 43. And
I think you go for it. If
I was going to say, are you 4 down territory at this
for
point?
sure. I'm gonna try to get a few yards here. I'm gonna try to get at least 3, and then see what I can do on 4th down. So I think this is you're calling this play knowing you got another play coming right behind it. If it's me.
So here we go. Garrett, a little reverse action, and Palestine reads it initially, but it gets away from the first tackler. Gets away from another one and is going to still lose. He got still up.
Oh my gosh, look at him go.
What a play.
Oh.
Touchdown, Nacogdoches. Holy mackerel.
Oh my god. I don't know, but maybe he didn't go down. That was tough, but
so
the coaches are sure he was down.
43-yard touchdown run.
Can you believe it?
Wow. What a great effort. I thought for sure he was down, Jeremy.
Yeah, he got smacked, and he at least had a hand on the ground. I think the coaching staff is saying at least his forearm, if not more. They're trying to get the ball back here on the 40 where he got that initial. That was a big hit too. He got hit hard.
Well, and here's the thing, Jeremy. I'm sure you've coached it. You've got to wrap up.
Yep,
the big hit. I mean, you can't just hit them and expect they're going to go down.
Yeah. Well, we got a late add-on here for the extra point.
And
can't snap it. Can't snap it, fellas. Can't snap it. When the guy runs in with his hand up, that means, again.
Wait. Does that mean wait?
Yeah,
stop.
It means don't. Right? So, again, as the rule, when the offense makes a late sub, right, the defense is allowed to counter. In this case, it's not going to happen, but
you still have to give them the
right. You got to give them time, and so you run danger in these kind of plays with the
the
play clock.
You could technically run somebody in that could be a threat, like a
Exactly.
receiver on a fake here or something, even though they're not going to do it here. You wouldn't think. A little high on the snap. Good pressure from Palestine. The kick is up and good. So with 3:37 left here in the first half, we've got a tie game here on NETSN. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back.
This is where legends rise and moments are made.
They're still on his feet. Come on, still on his feet.
From the buzzer beaters to the game winners, we bring you the action. Raw, real, relentless. We cover every angle, every story. From the streets to the stadiums,
We're going all the way.
your favorite athletes, your your teams,
Ford breaks some tackle. Oh my gosh.
your passion, all in one place. New games, live shows.
Here he goes. He's got some blockers.
This is the future of sports media.
There he goes. Picked up into the secondary.
This isn't just a network. This is a movement.
Ooh, oh, he ran over the defender.
Welcome to NETSN Game On.
And we are back on NETSN. 7-7 here as Nacogdoches just answered Palestine, and they kick off. A little pooch kick. Oh, muffed for Palestine, and they think he got back on it. That was number 13 for Palestine, Jaden Oliver.
Yeah, that's the rare muff that works in your favor because he muffed it on the 30. He got 3 yards on a fair catch call.
I don't know if that's not good for for anybody though, Jeremy.
No.
I don't know if the coach wants that extra yards. He'd rather have that
secure catch,
that heartbeat skip, or the gray hair he just got extra.
Yeah, that's that one where that vein starts that vein starts getting bigger on the side of his neck because he's so frustrated. And again, that touchdown came off back-to-back turnovers, right? Palestine forces a turnover, then they give it right back. And then an end around for 43 yards, and we've got a tie ball game.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for Palestine. Ball at the 32-yard line. Cook looks left. Looking for Martin, I thought, but then the receiver that actually got the hands on it was C.J. Jones.
Yeah, I think that's happened twice. He skied up for a ball that was not intended for him. Earlier, he stepped in front of Martin and got a catch, and I think Ashton, Cook's back there saying, can you just let the ball travel, right? Let the ball, because Martin was open there and would have had room to maybe do something with it. But, again, an incomplete pass, and we reset.
Rolling around, he's going to go, and he's going to go down. They're going to mark his knee down, looks like at the 38-yard line. So a nice little gain for Cook there on second down.
Yeah, it looked like he stumbled a little bit. I think he was planning on sliding, and I think he went down maybe a little earlier than he wanted to. But if he hadn't slid, there were about 4 Dragons there waiting on him about the 40-yard line. And so smart play there to get down, avoid the big hit. And, again, he had C.J. Jones in the slot wide open down the hash, but was forced out of the pocket and couldn't make that throw.
So here we go. Handoff. Beckworth, and he's going to get a couple now. It's going to be an interesting decision here. They're going to mark him at the 39, so looks like maybe a 4th and 1 from your own 41-yard line. All right, Jeremy.
7-7 ball game. I am punting this ball, and I think they agree with me. Here comes.
I don't think
Cook says no.
He's like, man, we want to get it, Coach.
Yeah, I think you. Oh, now he's holding. He said, "Hang on."
4th and 1.
Hang on.
You got to play. You think you can get one here? Maybe do you go in? Well, they've only got
15 seconds. They're gonna have to call their last time out here. I think that's maybe what he's gonna do. I think he's gonna let it run down, take as much time as he can, call a timeout, and then make a decision. And he does.
Well, I kind of thought maybe the play would be to, get under center and try to draw him off and get that freebie and then call your timeout.
Yeah,
but
it wouldn't be a bad idea.
But I
think once they pulled everybody off the field, though, it's hard to get everybody reset quick enough.
So we'll take that timeout with them. We've got 2 minutes to go here in the first half. 7-7 game, 4th and 1 for Palestine. What are they going to do? We'll be right back to find out here on NETSN.
Struggling with mobility, chronic pain, work, or sports injury? At Azalea Orthopedics, our team of highly trained physicians specialize in complete orthopedic care, pain management, sports medicine, physical medicine, and rehabilitation. If you've sustained a bone or joint injury, have mobility or movement problems, struggle with pain, contact Azalea Orthopedics. We're conveniently located across East Texas, serving 18 counties. When visiting your doctor, urgent care, or hospital, you have a choice. Demand Azalea. At Azalea Orthopedics, your health is our priority.
All right. And during the break, Jeremy brought up a great point. The new rule, the 2-minute, I guess not the 2-minute timeout. I think 2-minute warning to me.
Yeah.
But that stopped the clock, so that actually was not a timeout for Palestine. And now thinking about it, they are going to bring in Colt James in the punt unit. I think is the right decision. I think I'm with you, Jeremy. As much as you really want to get that yard, as good a punters you've got here, just
and
put
that's
them.
what you want right there.
Yeah, you put them down inside the looks like just like a 23-yard line is where they'll start, and you give them a minute and 50 seconds. Nacogdoches only has one timeout. You give yourself to have a pretty good chance to have the tie for the lead at half.
Yeah, and that was a good 37-yard punt there, right? You got the ball down to the other end of the field again, your goal there, and you also took more time off the clock, right, by allowing the 2-minute stoppage to happen. I think maybe is the official term of it, right? It's not really a timeout, but the 2-minute warning or the 2-minute stoppage, and then again saves a timeout for both teams. Again, our scoreboard here is incorrect. It still says 3 timeouts left, but each team only has one.
Hey, you know what is correct?
On ours.
The scoreboard on the screen, because I've got it correct here. So 1st and 10 for Nacogdoches. Garrett, handoff up the middle. That's Page again. He's got a nice run on 1st down. He's going to pick up the 1st down up to the 39-yard line. Nice run for Page.
Yeah, and if it wasn't for Elliott Buckleyer there on the tackle, he may still be running. Good shoelace tackle by him because the safeties are split there, and there was plenty of room up the middle. They're split again, so if you can get past that second level, there's plenty of grass in the middle of the field.
Pass tipped up in the air.
Oh, that was Buckleyer again.
Man, he almost had the interception on that after the tip. Almost tipped it to himself, Jeremy.
Or excuse me, I don't know if it's Buckleyer or Buckleyer, but great play by him. Back-to-back plays. They're stopping the big run, and then there the tip pass. He almost got the pick out of it.
Elliott Buckleyer?
Buckleyer, I think that's right. I said Buckleyer, but it's Buckleyer.
Buckleyer.
Yeah, so back-to-back good defensive plays by him, and now we got a.
So 2nd down and 10, 126, 125, clock rolling. Ball is caught.
Tunnel screen.
Nice play, and he's got a little room and breaks a tackle. Another tackler, and that is 88 on the reception. That is Micah Lockett. And I just get speaking of Micah Lockett, just got some information in the chat. Thank you, Jake Jones. Micah Lockett has D1 offers for both football and high jump. Jeremy.
Wow.
So
there you go.
That's a nice nugget there to know.
Yeah, in case an Applewhite, number 21 was down there on the tackle, which is, again, a D lineman coming down there hustling back on the play, which was needed.
Do we have a flag here, I think?
Yeah, it looks like we might. See which way we're going here. Looks like we're going backwards.
During the run, personal foul, blindside block.
Ooh, blindside block. I didn't see that one, but that's not something you want to see for Nacogdoches after a great play like that. Of course, when you reverse the field like that, and he was over to the far end and he came this way, that's happens quite frequently.
But I know football's a contact sport, but man, that's you can hurt somebody. Those ones where you don't see it coming, and so yeah, the players are taught you can't go backwards to make the block, right? You can't backtrack, and then you can't hit somebody that's not looking at you, and so you just got to be smart about that. You had the big run. You should have probably let it go, and again, it cost some yardage.
So we got 1:09 here on the clock in the stadium, and Nacogdoches' drive is kind of going the reverse button.
Now they're going to ask Coach Rays what he wants to do here.
Start. Offense, number 66. Palestine.
They're going to back him up.
10-second run off. Clock operator, please put 59 seconds on the
So they're going to put 59 seconds as a clock runoff here.
And we're going to literally run it off.
They're going to
ticking down.
yeah, they're running it off.
Easier than punching in 5-9 enter, I guess. And
yeah.
Smart play there by Coach, taking the 10-second penalty on that, right? Give him less time to get anything going.
So now 1st and 15, a little screen, and
Oh!
And a smack play there, Jeremy.
Jamarcus Brumley brought the wood. It was helmet to ball, shoulder pad to body. Big hit. Man, that's what you love to see.
So
good pursuit there by the D-line, right? Made the pass tough, had to float it a little bit more than he wanted to, and then he brought the thunder.
Hey, talking about a good one, Wascom leads Garrison at half 19-18. That was a tough one on our pick'ems this
It was,
week.
man. That was literally a coin flip, and it sounds like 19-18's right there in that same spot.
So Nacogdoches is going to take their final timeout of the half. Has 18 seconds to go. We'll stay here on this one. Let's see. We got some scores rolling across. Looks like Dangerfield up 7-6 over Gladewater there. It's a good win in Dangerfield. Of course, we mentioned the Beckville and St. Augustine game that was canceled. We got Pleasant Grove 20-2 at the half over Atlanta. See, Hallsville and Lindale still delayed over there. Hey, we might be able to watch that game on the way home, Jeremy. If there's
That's true.
Yeah, they've got a late night.
The way things are going, it might be.
We mentioned the Wascom Garrison game. That game now is at half as the latest update. We got to get that score updated here. 7-7 here. Come on, guys at home, guys and gals. We need someone to update this game score. Keep us up to date here. Got that? What's that Tyler Legacy? Is that updated there, Jeremy? What you got? You've been keeping up with that one?
Yeah, you know, I don't know if we even got a start in it yet. Again, I was going to check back. It was in a delay. It was 7-3 Legacy last I saw.
Okay.
It is currently 17-14 Texas High.
Okay.
So they've resumed play and they got the feedback going.
Okay. So here we go. Nacogdoches now 2nd down and 20 here. A little bit low snap. Garrett feels it. Throws left and into a lot of pressure there and incomplete.
That's looks like number 9. I think it was London Brown there, or it might have been number 8 Jeremiah Carr. I can't tell for sure, but both those guys were back there. But had what looked to be an easy pick, one of those fair catch ones, right, like on a punt, and didn't quite make the play, but again was able to knock it down.
So we got 11 seconds left here. Oh, we got a holding penalty. They're going to decline that one. So we got time ticking off here.
Little draw handoff there, and he bounced it to the outside and not much.
Yeah, it's probably just going to be a play to end the half here. And that's going to do it for the half.
You got Brooks and Brown and Carr in on the tackle. Yeah, so, you know, first half, really a defensive first half, right outside of 2 plays. You had the 56-yard strike from Cook to Jones, and then the end around for 43 yards for a touchdown for Nacogdoches, and that squares us up at 7. But again, it's really been a defensive battle. Yeah,
it really has. I mean, it's been a battle, that's for sure. I think both teams have got some things they want to clean up and make some adjustments at half. If you're Palestine right now, you feel like you could be up maybe a couple scores here because you've had the possession. I think Nacogdoches, if you're them, that you're probably happy going into the halftime. Now Palestine deferred, so they will get the ball to start the half. So we'll see what they do with that. But other than that, we're going to take it down to the field and enjoy some band action as the rain is held off, so our bands will get performance. And so we'd like to thank you for tuning in, and we'll be back for the third quarter action here. But enjoy the halftime show, everyone.
team. Welcome to the field, the award-winning Nacogdoches Dragonette drill team, performing a military routine to Bad Romance. The Dragonettes are under the direction of Bailey Joe Davis. They're led onto the field by All-American and Kick Company Captain Gracie Rodriguez. All-American and Kick Company Captain Hannah Harkness. All-American Kick Company and Dance Company Captain Zoe Anderson. All-American and Kick Company Captain Brianna Sanchez. All-American Captain Alyssa Scott. And All-American Kick Company and Dance Company Major Kate Sanchez. Congratulations to this week's Dragonette of the Week, Kendall Lambert, and Director's Choice, Soraya Freeney. Of the famed East Texas style of precision marching, we proudly present the award-winning Nacogdoches High School Marching Band. The band is led onto the field by Senior Drum Major Alex Vega. teams. He is assisted by Rachel Grant, Robbie Belt, Jessica White, Troy B., Blake Watson, Robin West, and twirling sponsor Aaron Wittenberg. Thank you for your kind attention to our halftime.
Ladies and gentlemen, prepare to be entertained by the Palestine High School award-winning Kit Kat drill team. Officers for the Kit Kats are Junior Lieutenant Valerie Garcia, Senior Lieutenant Alexi Geeks, Senior Lieutenant Bernice Medrano, Senior First Lieutenant Patterson Sanchez, Senior Captain Kelsey Hobart. The Kit Kat of the Week honor goes to Lily Owen. Kit Kats are under the direction of Esther Sparks and Assistant Marilyn Moore. Tonight, the Kit Kats will be performing a kick routine to Painted Black. We would like to say a quick thank you to our halftime sponsor, Mindy Chambers with Landmark Realty. At this time, we would like to thank Academy Sports and Outdoors for sponsoring our hydration station this evening. And we would also like to announce that the winner of the cooler sponsored by Academy is Pat Wagner. Please make your way to the hydration station, Pat Wagner, and pick up your cooler. And once again, thank you, Academy Sports and Outdoors, for all you do for our community. Tonight, the Pride of Palestine, the Wildcat High School Band, will present the opener of their UIL marching show, Bayou Rhythms, in memory of lifelong band member and close friend to all, Joseph Fabian, featuring soloist Emiliano Gonzalez. The band is under the field direction of head drum major Madeline Estrada and Angel Wilson. The band member of the week is sophomore mellophone player Javier Gonzalez. The section of the week is the color guard. Susie Allen, Jordan Sanders, James Dewey, James Willhard, and Jacob Wellman. The color guards under the direction of Shelby Wynn. The Wildcat Band would like to thank their administration, band boosters, band parents, and community for their continuous support.
And we are back here on NETSN as halftime is nearly over, Jeremy. And you know, I want to bring something back up here. You had your keys earlier. Let's bring them back up. See how they're looking so far. You had lean on the front seven defensively for Nacogdoches.
Check.
All right, you had get the ball to your playmakers for Nacogdoches.
Check right there at the end of that second half. Yeah.
Fast starts.
That was a miss. I might have missed on that one. I think they might have needed the fast start. We didn't quite get there, but I don't think either team did, so it didn't hurt anybody there.
Okay. Palestine said younger players must step up.
Yeah, I feel like they've got good contribution from everybody, right? And again, it's sometimes hard to know when you're looking at it quick who's where, but I feel like the whole team's done a good job.
Limit the big plays.
Almost. All but one.
But then the penalty limited that one.
Yeah, that's true.
And forced turnovers. And they did force a turnover.
They did. So maybe I accidentally know a little bit about – no, I really don't. But I got lucky. No, I think, again, I think both coaches have some things they're happy about, right? And I think if we're honest, both coaches are going to come in there and go, hey, look, we didn't play anywhere close to what we're capable of. And so now you have the second half to make those adjustments, right? And that's really what this is about, is who's going to make the right adjustment at the right time, right? Who's going to call the right play? And again, you had that big end around, and that was a big play there. That was kind of a broken, weird play where and again, I think the Palestine coaches would tell you he was down. Yeah. And I think everybody kind of stopped. But again, there was no whistle, and you got to play through the whistle.
You do.
So.
All right, so we got, let's see if we have any more in the chat here. We had Jerome earlier said, let's go Wildcats, watching from Louisiana. Okay.
There you go.
All right, thanks watching, Jerome. Make sure you subscribe and like the video. We got, you'll like this guy. He has his thing says 49ers/Rockets.
Yeah,
It's
50-50
for you.
I'll take the 49ers. The Rockets.
Ryder, my White House Wildcats, the real maroon and white Wildcats, can smoke both of them. Well, good news for you, Ryder, that we will have the White House Wildcats tomorrow on NETSN. I'll actually be traveling with the White House crew tomorrow. Rob and I that are here tonight will be there, and so to make sure we get White House Wildcat football for you. So thanks for tuning in tonight and watching another Wildcats play. We appreciate it. And we've mentioned it several times. Get our app, download it, subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's absolutely free. You'll be notified anytime that we have games going live. We had 4 games on tonight. Looks like the Beckville St. Augustine game was canceled. Maybe it was postponed until tomorrow. We're not totally 100% sure on that, but we do know they're done for the evening as the weather kind of interfered with that one. We've got Tatum and Winsboro over here. I'm kind of keeping an eye on that one as Jaron and Jeremy Titsworth are in Winsboro for that one as Tatum just scored. So it's now 42-28 Tatum. It's also live on NETSN. And then our nightcap, we'll call it, is Lindale and Hallsville. I don't know if they've started yet, but they'll be starting here in the next little bit on NETSN. So don't worry. Keith and Conrad still are over there hanging out in Hallsville along with everyone else, and that may be our game to watch on the way home tonight.
Yeah, Brett, how much time is left in that Tatum Winsboro game? I know it's fourth quarter.
It's in the
now?
fourth quarter. I don't have they're not on the clock going on that one, but you can tune over and check on it. It's got to be pretty close to being over. That game started at 7, and this one started at 7:30 a little bit. So looks like Winsboro's got the ball and is driving right now. So the nice thing though is, everybody's got YouTube. If you got your computer, you got multiple screens, you can put them all up. Or if you have multiple TVs like I have, you can put a couple up. And the good news for you, if you're a high school football fan, it's just Thursday. We only had 4 games tonight, only had 4. Tomorrow night we have 5.
Yeah.
And then we'll have one Saturday as well this week.
That gets us to double digits this week. That's
10 games in the first week. Great viewership so far. We appreciate everybody for tuning in. And make sure you let everyone know where the #1 high school football place is in East Texas. It's NETSN. There's no other place to go. We got unreleased music ENT from Ennis, Texas, the Real Maroon, 5-time state champs, almost played Palestine in 2004, but they lost to Joshua. I believe that was a certain Adrian Peterson year.
Yeah.
That they got knocked out. I think it was at Rose Stadium they got knocked out. Unexpected playoff loss for Palestine. So we are in the home of Adrian Peterson tonight, and so it's definitely so. But thanks for tuning in. Make sure, again, like this video. That really helps us to get people to know that we're out there. Subscribe to our channel, and make sure you download our app.
Yeah, share it with your friends. Again, we also, we're also on social media, so you'll find us on Instagram. You'll find us on Twitter. I believe we're on Facebook as well. And so, again, click all those buttons so you get updates from us there as well. You'll kind of get to see our schedule for the evening as well as the next coming days. And so, again, just a way to get tuned in and plugged into all of the great football that takes place across East Texas. And then we continue into the basketball season, and then we hit baseball and softball as well. So we try to bring you as much action as we can from as many places as we can, and that happens because of great sponsors that step up in communities and want to sponsor their team, and sponsor that allows us to do this for free, right? Allows us to present it to you without charge, and we're grateful for those companies that do that. And if you're watching the stream, you're going to see those companies kind of flip through. And so those are companies that have stepped in and partnered with us. And if you'd like to join them, we'd love to have you. Again, sales@netsn.live will get you in contact with us, and we'd love to set up an opportunity to share a little bit about what we do and how you could be a partner with us.
Yeah, it's all it's free to you guys, but not free for us. And we try to provide a quality stream. Not that others don't try to, but we pride ourselves in having a quality stream. And like you're watching TV at home and you wouldn't know it was just some guys that do this on the side.
That's right.
We all have real full-time jobs, so we enjoy promoting high school athletics here in East Texas. And so, and if you like listening to any shows and like listening to what's going on, we also have our Beast from the East show every Tuesday night during the football season at 7 p.m. And we put that out everywhere. We have it on Twitter, Facebook, and also on YouTube. So
yeah, just a few talking heads trying our best to make picks across the area and see how well we do. And we'd love to have you join us too. So if you download the app, you can jump in on that pick'em as well, and you can feel free to disagree with us, and we'll see who comes out on top at the end.
So we got another chat here. We've got CT89 saw the post where Micah Lockett has D1 offers. Let's tell them why. It's because he's the current 5A state champion in high jump, Jeremy.
Well, that'll do it.
Maybe they should be throwing it up to him a little bit more.
It sounds like jump ball time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. That's again, multi-sport athletes, right? We talk about this a lot, right? The guys that play multiple sports, you watch the Super Bowl and they often talk about that a lot of these guys played many things in high school. And again, track is an awesome thing for these football players to take place in. A lot of colleges don't recruit if you don't run track and you're a skill guy. And so, again, just a great way to get your, keep your speed, grow, get faster, get bigger, get stronger. And again, it translates to athletics in so many ways.
So here we go as we get going here in the second half.
And I believe this is Jose Mendoza here, the kicker.
I feel like that was the name of a Mighty Duck player.
Oh, actually, no. This is 35. It's Joan Martinez.
Okay. Going to kick it back. Fielded around the 10-yard line. That's number 9 on the return for Palestine. That's London Brown. So good return for Palestine, and they will take over 1st and 10 at the 30 or 29. I mean, he's going to step back to the 20. Wait.
Yeah, it looks like 29-yard
29, okay. He kind of bounced back and forth there for a second.
You had a couple guys on the 29, a couple on the 31, and looks like we land on 29.
Well, he'll take it.
You got your referee relay of the football, one of my favorite events when they have to switch balls out from offense to defense, right? And you watch them try to underhand the ball across the field. They did a good job that time. And got a handoff here to the inside to Beckworth again. Not much there.
Yeah, our clock's going a little crazy at the moment, so we'll work on that. But just getting underway here in the third quarter.
Yeah, and over at Tyler Legacy at Rose Stadium, it's a halftime. It's Texas High 30, Tyler Legacy 21. I believe one of the wide receivers from Texas High has all 4 touchdowns for them, and so probably the guy they're going to key on in the second half if I'm coaching defense, right?
Cook throws it outside, caught. That's number 4 on the catch, Colt Metters.
Tackle by number 1, Jaden Ard.
So Metters with the catch, and he'll get up to the 35-yard line. So it'll be 3rd down and about 4. Of course, it's right in the middle. Now, Jeremy, do you know the refs always spot in the middle, or they usually try to go to the yard line? That's not normally they spot in the middle of the line like that.
Yeah, it's kind of an interesting one.
I've always been interested because sometimes they do it, sometimes they don't.
Right.
And Cook calls his own number, and he's going to be stopped short. And so we're going to have a 4th and 2. Similar situation we had in the first half, except it's a little bit longer here. It's 2 yards instead of 1. And we'll see if they trot out All-State kicker and punter Colt James here.
And they do. And again, I think that's a smart move, right? You're maybe if you're 10 yards more up the field, you might do something different, but there's plenty of room to punt. And again, he's got a good leg. He's had a couple of good punts already. Trust your punter, trust your defense.
So good snap. Punt.
Oh,
it's blocked. It's picked up, and it's going to be returned for a touchdown. Wow, what a change in momentum, Jeremy.
Yeah, that's an incredible play there. It looks like that was by number, I believe that's number 2.
Wow.
Number 2, R.J. Whitaker on the punt block for a touchdown.
Wow, what a play. Special teams. You needed that in your keys, Jeremy. You needed special teams.
I did. Is that a turnover? Maybe, right, but not really. But it's a change of possession there. And Great play there by Whitaker. And, again, he makes the block and the scoop. And they had a lot of pressure. You know, the first punt, a couple punts ago, they had pressure off that same side, didn't quite get there. Second punt, they didn't rush the same way. And then that time they went back to that jailbreak rush, and it paid off.
Tough snap. It was able to get it down and get it in for the extra point.
And, again, that was number 35 again, Martinez, for the extra point.
So with 9:44 left here in the third quarter, Nacogdoches on a huge punt block takes the lead. They're up 14-7. We'll be right back here on NETSN.
Struggling with mobility, chronic pain, work, or sports injury? At Azalea Orthopedics, our team of highly trained physicians specialize in complete orthopedic care, pain management, sports medicine, physical medicine, and rehabilitation. If you've sustained a bone or joint injury, have mobility or movement problems, struggle with pain, contact Azalea Orthopedics. We're conveniently located across East Texas, serving 18 counties. When visiting your doctor, urgent care, or hospital, you have a choice. Demand Azalea. At Azalea Orthopedics, your health is our priority.
All right, so both teams are back on the field again. Nacogdoches is going to kick off. They're kicking from the left hash.
I feel like we just did this a minute ago.
Yeah, it wasn't that long ago. And, again, Palestine's got 2 guys deep. They've got number 9, London Brown. And number 2, Savorian Martin. That's probably a good guy to have back, right? Get Martin back there, maybe get a chance. And they're not going to kick it to him,
They're going to kick him away from him.
Yeah.
Fielded by Brown.
Starts right, then comes
all
back to
the
his
way
left, and he's got room.
Man, he is taking it up close to midfield. I think they're going to spot him out at around the 45.
Yeah, good tackle there by Jaden Ard to keep it from getting any worse.
See where they get it. Looks like maybe the 44. So they'll take over 1st and 10. And if you're Palestine now, after that possession that didn't go so well for you, you want to make sure you come out and try to move the ball, at least flip the field a little bit here.
Yeah, the offensive line has really struggled tonight with the defensive line of Nacogdoches. You know, we talked about it. The front 7 for Nac needed to dominate, and really overall they have. It's been tough sledding for the O-line and really tough sledding for Beckworth out of the backfield. And, again, same thing with Scott.
Almost picked. Ooh, that was very close to being a pick and could have been going the other way.
Yeah, that was number 11. That was Christopher Davis there. He's listed as a D lineman, but he's really playing kind of a linebacker role there. But, yeah, he got up there and knocked it down. So we got
2nd down and 10 here.
Yeah,
Cook's got to be careful. There's been a couple of close calls here. He's got to take care of the ball. Josh back. Little head fake. Rolls to his left. And he's going to try to get it to his man. I think it's caught.
It was.
Great catch on the sideline. That was number 1, Braylon Beckworth, the running back out of the backfield.
The safety valve, right? You had doubles on both sides. You went twins left, twins right, and then leak your back out of the backfield and was able to get a pass to him.
So 3rd down and 4. Important one here. Now, if they get close, you might see them go for it if they get close enough here.
Yeah, and you're going 4 wide again. You got trips on the right, running back to the left. So they're isolating Martin over here on the corner.
Back to pass.
And there's no safety help.
There is Martin wide open, but he throws him out of bounds. Martin had room.
He's just got to send that up the field. He doesn't need the boundary at all. He's just got to fire that thing because he's open. He had him beat off the tried to jam him. He missed the jam. He was open and just tossed it out of bounds.
So if you throw that play, then you're got to be thinking you're going for it here, right?
Yeah, I would assume so.
So we've got the ball on the 49-yard line of Nacogdoches, and we got 4th and 4. This is a big play right here, Jamie, in the game, early in this second half.
You're going to go quads left. You don't hardly ever see this. So you got 4 wideouts to the left, 1 to the right. Maybe some kind of screen here.
They're going to send one over. They're going to keep with Cook right up the middle. Cook, he stopped
close,
short.
But he's
he's a yard short. He didn't get there. I think he got to the 47. He needed the 46. And a big turnover there on downs and a big stop for Nacogdoches defense.
Yeah, again, that front 7 just caused problems all 4, the entire time. Made the play, and so now flip it over.
So Nacogdoches has got a chance to really make a statement here if they can punch one in here. 9:08 left here in the third quarter.
It makes you wonder if the punt block for a touchdown influenced that fourth down call a little bit, right? If it's a 7-7 game, you probably punt it, right?
Well, that's what happens when the lead changes like that. It changes your strategy. We talked about it. Handoff up the middle. It's Page. He's looking for a hole, and then he just gets hammered by a host of Wildcats there.
Yeah, you had number 32, Elliot Buckler, and then you had, I believe, 92, Ronnie Williams. Those were the first two guys on scene, and then there was about 8 other Wildcats joining in. I don't know. Lions have a pride. Do Wildcats have something like that? I don't know. Herd sounds too tame.
Yeah.
Right? Maybe a host of Wildcats, but there was a bunch of them.
Here we go. Back to pass. Garrett going deep. Holding.
Whoa.
Oh. I think there might have been a mugging there in the middle of the field, Jeremy.
Yeah. He's got his wallet and keys, and he got away with it. Man, he couldn't even get his arms up to say he was trying to get his arm up to say he's holding me, and he wouldn't even let him get his arm up.
It was like in a straitjacket there.
It was.
I think the referees might have missed that one, but
yeah, if you're number 3, you need to send a thank you note to that guy because that was probably one of the clearer holds I've seen, and no call.
Needless to say, no call made. So 3rd and 10 now for Nacogdoches. Then they drew him off sides. Free play for Nac here. They're going to go a short screen, and it's going to be – they may take the penalty here.
About a yard more. Yeah, you might as well take the penalty and get the down back because you didn't really gain anything other than maybe a yard, right, more than you're going to get on the penalty. So take the penalty, run the down again. That might be the first time on a jump that I've seen a 2-yard stop. Usually it's a fade, right? Usually the rule is if he jumps and the ball snapped, you run a go route.
Or you just throw it deep.
Yeah.
Somebody.
It's been a while since I've seen the 2-yard stop on that. That was kind of an interesting call up there. It was a good completion, but.
Third down and 5. Garrett across the middle. Caught. First down inside the 30. It's going to be tackled down around the 26-yard line. I think that's our man again, Mr. High Jump champion Micah Lockett.
Yeah, and then the tackle was made by Cohen Thomason.
But that's what they needed.
Yeah.
And now Nacogdoches is starting to roll downhill here a little bit.
Yeah, again, twins tight or a stack formation left, and you got a tight end on the right.
Back to pass. Garrett looking right, and tough play there. Good defense by Palestine. On the coverage was number 3. That was Don Brooks there, Jeremy.
Yeah, that was much better than the last time where you got away with the hold, right? That was what you draw up. That's the coverage you want. Again, ball got
Although
to the
they
hands.
were both good coverages according to the way the referee called it.
We got some yellow on the field, Brett.
Oh, we do.
Oh,
chop block.
Oh,
Ooh,
no.
That's not what you want to see if you're Nacogdoches.
That's that somebody had him up high and somebody accidentally went low or whatever, and 15-yard penalty just, oh, man, that's a killer. You just had a big gain on that, kind of that intermediate slant route, and then you walk it back on a penalty.
Yeah, you've got looks like you've got now first in like a mile here, 25 exactly, but it looks like a mile.
It's a long way.
So here we go. Garrett, pass to pass, step the middle. Oh, receiver falls down. Oh, they're going to get a flag this time. Yeah. And I think, honestly, it may have been intercepted
had
if
it not been
deflected. Yeah, I think their intended target was who was that? Is that can't see the player.
It's so hard to tell.
Is that 8 or 9 again?
Yeah, I think it's number 9 Jones, Joel Jones there. That was the intended target. And I think feet got tangled up there, and I think that's going to be the call. Unless it's tricky. The ball was tipped, but it was tipped after he was tripped. So I don't know. How are you going to officiate that? If you're going to say that's what it is, or You going to make the call? I think they're going to make the call.
Pass interference. Defense number 9. 15-yard penalty. First down.
Yeah, so that penalty was on London Brown. And again, I think if the ball's tipped to the line, it's no call, right? But because the contact happened before the tip, it's not a free play to take everybody down.
You can't just tackle everybody?
No. All right, you got an empty backfield here. You got trips left, Dubs right with Page in the slot to the right, so the running back's in slot right.
Okay. It's either quarterback draw or we're going to pass this one here.
That's right. Maybe a little funky, maybe a little tunnel screen or a little end around, but anytime the running back's in the slot, it makes you wonder.
He may come back across the formation.
Maybe a little jet sweep action.
Nope, he's going to go out. Pass. Garrett rolls to his left. He's got
Plenty
room.
of space.
He's got a man in the end zone. Caught! Touchdown, Nacogdoches.
Mama, there goes that man.
So a 26-yard touchdown pass for Garrett.
And that went to number 2, R.J. Whitaker. So he had the block, recovery for a touchdown. That gets a receiving touchdown.
So is he maybe the player of the game nominee here? So 7:02 left. Nacogdoches looking to put it up by 14 here with the point after. Low snap, good hold. Kick is up, and it's good. So with 7:02 left here in the third quarter, Nacogdoches has come out, put 2 touchdowns on the board. We'll see if Palestine can respond. We'll be right back here on NETSN.
Struggling with mobility, chronic pain, work, or sports injury? At Azalea Orthopedics, our team of highly trained physicians specialize in complete orthopedic care, pain management, sports medicine, physical medicine, and rehabilitation. If you've sustained a bone or joint injury, have mobility or movement problems, struggle with pain, contact Azalea Orthopedics. We're conveniently located across East Texas, serving 18 counties. When visiting your doctor, urgent care, or hospital, you have a choice. Demand Azalea. At Azalea Orthopedics, your health is our priority.
And we are back on NETSN. Brett Swinney, Jeremy Diamond here in Palestine for this opening night game here on NETSN. We've got looks like we got Lindale and Hallsville going on. They're getting their started here as Palestine's on the return from the 10. And they keep kicking it away from Martin over there.
Yeah, they're not going to give him a shot to do much of anything, are they? Great tackle there by number 21 for the Dragons. It was Zamarian Douglas. He's a running back and a special teams ace. Brown looked like he might have had a little room, and he tripped him up. So good play there. Winsboro is up 55-28 in their game late in the fourth quarter. So that one seems to be, probably close to being over. Again, our game has kind of changed. We were 0-0 first quarter, 7-7 halftime, and all of a sudden we've had a little bit of an explosion of points here. And
Nacogdoches coming out this second half made some good adjustments.
Yeah, a block punt for a touchdown, and then big play right there, 26-yard touchdown on the rollout to the left by the quarterback, and great catch and finish.
See if Palestine, low snap for Cook. He picks it up off the ground. He's running to his right. He is brought down from behind.
That ball came out.
Loose.
Oh,
they're going to say he's down.
Okay. Again, he's kind of has a habit of carrying that ball out away from his body and loose.
Yeah.
And that's the danger, right? The danger is you give it away. And now he's down. Cook's not gotten back up yet. So they're going to get an injury timeout here to come check on him. That's not what you want to see here with your junior quarterback going down in game one. So hopefully it's something just cramps or something like that. He'll get back up in a minute.
Well, we'll take a quick break while they check on him. We'll be right back on NETSN.
Keeps Williams. Fights through the yards, breaks some tackles. Williams still on his feet. Williams breaks another tackle. Here he goes. He's got some blockers. Sam Williams, he ain't going to catch him. Touchdown, God. 59-yard touchdown run on 3rd and 2 for Sam Williams.
Yeah, whoa. They get set early, very quickly here. Play clock down to 3. Dixon gets it off, low snap. Pickram up the middle, and there he goes. Pickram into the secondary. Pickram is going to go. He is gone. Touchdown. Nacho steps up in the pocket, and he gets away from one tackler, avoids another tackler, tries to run. He's still on his feet. Camacho's still on his feet. He's still running. All right, we are back here on NETSN as we have a second down, and looks like 11 here. New quarterback in. That is almost intercepted. We got, is that number 18?
Yeah, that's Hutchinson, Noah Hutchinson coming in at quarterback, at least for a play, while they check on Ashton Cook. They've got him still on the sideline, so he's going to stay. That's a
tough spot to come in right here.
That's a brave call, right, to run a wide throw like that on the first play you come in off the field, and it almost was disastrous. The linebacker came flying through there and almost got a pick.
Here we go. Looking right. Hudson up. Nice completion.
So
Caught.
Martin, there he is.
He found Martin in a big 3rd down completion for the newly inserted Noah Hutchinson. Man, what a job there.
Yeah, Martin's coming up a little bit gimpy. He's staying on the field, but he's got a little bit of a limp to his step there. But yeah, big catch there.
Pass complete for 1st down.
He might be. I don't know. He didn't. He's staying in. Kind of looking down at his ankle there.
With the catch.
Oh, nothing there.
Man.
Just nothing. That D-line is just brutal. That carry was by number 14, Desarian Cummings, and just nothing to it. And again, if you're the D-line right backup quarterback, you're going to pin your ears back here a little bit, right? You're hoping he's inexperienced, and it's not the starter, so he doesn't look as much of a run threat as Cook did, so I think it changes the way you can attack the line.
So here we go. Out wide, it's number 7 with the reception this time. That's Khalil Davis, excuse me.
Davis with the catch. 3rd down.
Tackle was there by, looked like Landon Sherrard and a few others. Also, DeBrandon Rushing was over there. And so, again, another, as it's been all night, it seems like for both teams, you know, it's been team tackling, right? Somebody makes the hit and they finish it up. And so good job there of limiting the damage. And, again, we've got about, 13 here, 3rd and 13?
Yep, 3rd and 13. Got a little early start here outside.
Yeah, 13 was running a track race, and he got the false start there and got disqualified. Somehow they called it on the lineman, but that running or the receiver on the left was about 5 yards downfield.
He was, if he was racing somebody, he got that extra boost.
Yeah.
At the floor, you get the time boost.
That's right. That's that one where you give your kid a head start when you're racing them when they're young, right? That's what that looked like.
Yeah.
Try to make it even.
Hudson looking right. Nice pass. Oh, got through there. I want to say that Martin didn't think it was going to get through.
Yeah, it looked like, I think was that's 0. That's Jabrandon Rushing. I think he just got just a fingertip on it, kind of deflected it a little bit, and looks like we're going to force a punt here. All right, now does Palestine adjust, because the last 2 of the 3 punts, they've had a lot of pressure coming off of the offensive right side, defensive left. Are they going to shift their protection to kind of account for that? Because it looks like they're lining up that same thing again. They got a whole bunch of guys on the left side of the defense ready to go.
Yeah, it looks like that Beckville-St. Augustine game,
Oh, we almost got another block. It was a rough snap.
Looks like it may be restarted as well. We thought it might be over for the evening.
Oh, that ball, it looked like it was going to go out of bounds, and it just did. That was a great roll. It looked like it was going out about the 30. The referee was about a quarter of a second from blowing the whistle, and it kicked back to the right and stayed in bounds.
Yeah, we got a game here in Beckville. 18-0. That game is resumed in the second quarter on NETSN. And Larry and them jumping back on. So if you see the game, it's on a new stream there. So if you're looking for that game, I think there was somebody on here, John Smith. That game is back on, so it is not canceled.
Which is good, right? You want to get that first weekend if you can.
I mean, it looks really wet out there.
It does. It's a good thing there's some turf there and not natural grass, because it would be really, really bad. But it's got that wet sheen to it, right? Here we're dry. We've been able to play on a great field tonight, and we're blessed to have the weather stay out of the way.
And a deep
Double
bomb.
move.
Oh, it had a man open. As who was that down there open on the side? That was number 3.
That's Kenyon Page.
Yeah.
Yeah, he had a step. He had a double move there. It was kind of a stop and go, and the corner bit hard, and then no help over the top.
That's one of those. That's touchdown if he puts it on the money
Just
there.
a little bit more air. Yeah, tough one too if you're Page, because you're like, you got what you wanted, and just out of reach.
Okay, so the score's been reset to 0-0 there. So maybe it's 0-0. We're kind of keeping an eye on that one, but that game has been restarted.
What a cut
up
there.
The middle. Page, man, he was one missed tackle away from end zone there, Jeremy.
Yeah, it was close.
He's done a really good job. You mentioned a few times of reading of what's given to him and hitting that hole hard.
Yeah, I was going to say, he hits everything at full speed. His second step, he's at full speed, and it was a great cut there. He put his foot in the ground and got north, and then one more cut and almost broke it wide open.
So 3rd down and 4 here for Nacogdoches. Oh, and Nacogdoches gets him to jump again. How many times have we seen that tonight? I wish we'd have keeping track.
Yeah, we should have been. That was Ronnie Williams on that. He's just so frustrated. He's smacking his helmet, and
man,
you got Case and Applewhite just on his hands and knees going, we had him stopped, and we're giving him life. And again, if you're 92, you're on the line right by the ball, right? Like, that's the worst part. I think it's and again, he's wanting to be aggressive and make a play, but the ball is a foot from you. You got to wait on that ball to move. And I know they're trying to time it, but you can't hurt your team like that.
Yep. So it gives them new downs. 1st and 10, Nacogdoches. Ball is at the 32-yard line. Handoff up the middle, and that's going to be the other tailback, Douglas.
Yeah, and a good run. That's his best run of the night. I think he's been watching Page and going, I got to get downhill quick.
Gain of 5, 2nd down.
So 5-yard gain here. 2nd down and 5. We got a 7-0 Lindale over in Hallsville. Keep an eye on that one. It's our nightcap game, as we're going to call it.
Yeah, I don't think that was the expectation, but it's become the nightcap game.
Nope.
Texas High 36, Tyler Legacy 21 in the 3rd quarter.
It's a handoff again to Douglas. Bounce on tackles,
ball
loose, and it's recovered by Palestine.
I think.
Yeah, I think Palestine, there was 3 or 4 of them. If they didn't get that.
If they didn't, it would have been, yep. No. Wow.
Man.
They got back on
How in the world did Nacogdoches get that?
I don't have any idea. That was great. Again, right? That's why you keep going. It looked like Palestine had it. They had 5 guys there, and the one guy from Nacogdoches fell on it.
Snuck underneath the pile.
He did. He slid under there and got a hold of it. Again, that's why you teach your linemen, don't pick up the ball, just fall on it, right? A couple of guys tried to pick it up, and again, you rush yourself, you get in a hurry, and you leave it back on the ground again, and somebody else gets it. So fortunate play for Nat. Can they take advantage of the opportunity they've been given?
So 1st and 10 now from the 49 of Palestine. Going deep. Got a man. Oh, was he held?
Nah.
I don't think so.
I think that ball was just underthrown. That ball needs to be about 5 more yards downfield, and he probably has a touchdown again.
Yeah, it's been a couple that, if you're the quarterback, Garrett, you want to get a couple of those back because you had some guys that may have been scoring 6 points if you put it in the right spot.
And if you're Palestine, you got to breathe a sigh of relief here, and then say, okay, we gotta get this finished, right? You got to finish this defensive series without giving up any points. I think if you give up points here, you put yourself in a world of hurt.
Mm-hmm.
This is the kind of game where if you get down 21, it's really going to be hard to get back from.
There's still plenty of time, but
Sure.
you don't want to give up that third touchdown here at the half. Garrett scrambles out to the right, short pass complete. Tackle come in from Palestine there, and they're going to leave him with a third down and about 4.
Yeah, and that was XL Brigbo on the tackle there.
Was it Word or Excel? Oh.
XL.
Okay, Excel. Okay.
Yeah, Word doesn't have quite the same.
Oh, you got the Word?
That's true. The Word.
The Word?
Yeah, there you go. Microsoft Word, not, maybe not as effective. But, yeah, so XL there on the tackle. Good play by him. Good pursuit.
We got a third down, and ball's at the 43. This is another play right here. Now, your Nacogdoches, I'm trying to draw them off again. Are you? I mean, it's worked a few times.
I was going to say, until it stops working, why not?
Palestine's got to be very disciplined here. And we got a flag.
We're going to have
up. We got movement up front.
Because I'm not sure that anybody was ever set, but okay.
Well,
they called it on the receiver. The problem is that the receiver on this side was never set, so unless the quarterback, you know what I mean? I don't know. That's an interesting one. He didn't have a hand on the ground, so he's in the slot. He should be able to move a little bit, but maybe he didn't notice that the guy on the far end was still moving because the tight end wasn't down. The receiver on the outside wasn't in the stance, so not sure what the call there was, but.
The handoff up the middle. I think that's Douglas or Page?
That's Page.
Page. Okay, it's Page. And he's going to get maybe a yard, so it's going to be about 4th down.
And
9. Or 8. Is it 8?
8.5. Yeah. It's in that little tweener spot there. I guess
it's going to be 8. Because it's going to be at
he
the
was
47.
He was leaning my down marker there.
And I'm punting this if I'm
100%. Yeah,
Nacogdoches.
don't run the risk of giving momentum back to Palestine here. Punt the ball. Try to quick kick it toward the sideline and get something out of it. So they went for the draw. It didn't draw. So I think we'll have that quick kick we were talking about here. They're going to run the clock down here. They don't have time. They're going to call timeout with 17 seconds left.
Okay, so we got timeout. Nacogdoches.
Nacogdoches, they're first in the half.
Okay, so they'll take a timeout. We'll take it with them. 17 seconds left in the third quarter. Palestine trails Nacogdoches 21-7 right here on NETSN.
This is where legends rise and moments are made.
They're still on his feet. Come on, still on his feet.
From the buzzer beaters to the game winners, we bring you the action. Raw, real, relentless. We cover every angle, every story. From the streets to the stadiums,
They're going all the way.
your favorite athletes, your teams,
Ford breaks a tackle. Oh my gosh.
your passion, all in one place. New games, live shows.
Here he goes. He's got some blockers.
This is the future of sports media.
There he goes. Quick up into the secondary.
This isn't just a network. This is a movement.
Ooh, oh, he ran over the filter.
Welcome to NETSN Game On.
And we are back here on NETSN as we expect a little pooch kick here from Garrett on 4th down. They're going to go for it. Lines up to go for it, and it's across the middle, and it's
and he makes
caught.
a catch.
What a catch. He's still on his feet. There he goes. And he's tackled for the first down right at the 20-yard line. Was that our man?
That is number 88.
Micah Lockett.
That's Micah Lockett.
High jump champion. Just throw it up to him, Jeremy.
Hey, jump ball. What did we say? Get the ball to your playmakers, right? Yeah. And in this case, it worked out. That's going to and it is. It's going to bring us to the end of the third quarter here.
So the end of the third quarter of play, Nacogdoches looking to try to put a nail in this one as they're at the 20-yard line, 1st and 10. We'll come back and see what they do right here on NETSN.
Struggling with mobility, chronic pain, work, or sports injury? At Azalea Orthopedics, our team of highly trained physicians specialize in complete orthopedic care, pain management, sports medicine, physical medicine, and rehabilitation. If you've sustained a bone or joint injury, have mobility or movement problems, struggle with pain, contact Azalea Orthopedics. We're conveniently located across East Texas, serving 18 counties. When visiting your doctor, urgent care, or hospital, you have a choice. Demand Azalea. At Azalea Orthopedics, your health is our priority.
And we are back here on NETSN. Brett Swinney, Jeremy Diamond here. Night one of high school football. It's been a great one here. Great weather here in Palestine. Some of the other weather we've seen around the area, Jeremy. I think we picked the right spot tonight.
We did. We picked a good game of the week. Nice and dry. Again, a great atmosphere.
Great facility here at Palestine as well. We have a great spot, and we had some nice food in the press box. It's been a great evening overall. Yeah. Handoff right up the middle. Is that Douglas?
I believe that one was Douglas. Yes,
okay.
it was.
That was Douglas up the middle there on first down. He's going to get about 4, I think. It's hard to tell from this angle. So they'll give him 4. It'll be second down and 6.
Yeah, a good run there. A good strong run by him. He fought through a couple of arm tackles and got positive yardage.
And thanks for tuning in. Great numbers tonight. We got Coach Butler over there in ARP checking in. Good luck to you guys tomorrow, Coach. I think they got Harleton tomorrow. I think ARP has.
Oh, and lots of movement there. I'm not sure who moved first.
I think that
right guard just—he's
trying to draw it.
Yeah, he did.
He's selling it.
He looked like somebody whacked him in the back. He just laid over. Took it like a champ. They're gonna, of course, both sides are going to point at the other, right? The right guard's going to definitely say the defensive lineman hit him, but
so I guess we'll get the. Okay, so it was on the quarter. No, yeah, it was on the quarterback.
Yeah,
Garrett. He must have done something, moved, or I didn't see what he did there, but he's the guilty party, so that'll back him up. So now that'll bring up second down. Looks like it's going to be 12, I believe. Although I thought it was 4. They got 4 yards but now it looks like they didn't give them that many yards.
Yeah, I don't know. That was an interesting step off. I don't know what.
We got second and 12 now. Thought it was second and 6 a minute ago, but okay. My addition doesn't add up.
The math ain't mathin'.
It didn't.
Yeah, somebody took an extra step there on that.
Garrett
one.
Going corner. Oh, he underthrew it, but
and he's going to call the OPI. It should have been.
Offensive pass interference there, as he did a good job.
That was about as blatant as it gets. He's like, in fact, London Brown's going over. He's like, dude, you know you did it.
You can't push off like that.
Yeah.
He's like, the guy fell down. Well, yeah, because you pushed him.
2 hands in the back tends to do that to somebody.
I mean, great effort though. I mean, the back shoulder throw, it worked out. It was just a little shove too much. And if he just had one arm, maybe they don't call it, but you get pushed with 2 hands. Usually you're going to get that one every time.
It's hard not to get that call.
Also, I'd like to give a shout out to our 2 camera guys down there, the R&R connection.
That's
Rob
right.
and Richard down there. Looks like your pop taking a break down there.
Yeah, hey, so my mom and dad lived in Kansas for 31 years.
That's a lot of
My
time.
dad was a pastor at the same church and was able to retire this May and got to move here. So this is the closest they've been since we've been married. It was about a 10-hour drive before that, and so just enjoying spending time with him and happy to share this, my love of doing this with him, and I think he's enjoyed it so far. So
Yeah, it's not used to that Texas high school football stuff.
Or Texas heat.
Yeah, that's true.
Kansas heat is nice and not humid.
He may sweat off some LBs, Jeremy.
That's right. We're gonna put him on that Rob diet and
yeah, Rob, man, he's
get him
that
fit
guy
and trim.
Yeah, I know, and all buff.
Brett, we are third and about 2 miles here.
Woo.
I believe we're third and 27.
Yeah, that's a lot of math, and that's hard. You teach math, so you can do that.
Well, and then when they switch the colors up on the field every 10 yards, they help you out a little bit. But
Garrett, back to pass, looks to his left, scrambles away from pressure. He steps up.
Oh, he's got a man.
It.
What?
He stopped. He's going to score. Touchdown, Nacogdoches. Wow, what a play.
That was good, bad, good, bad, good.
Touchdown catch by number 3, Kenyon Page.
Man, I thought he was going to bobble it and drop it. And then he caught it, and then he stopped, and I was like, why are you stopping run, right? And then he almost got tackled, and he gets to the end zone.
36-yard touchdown or catch for Page from Garrett. And Nacogdoches is putting their foot on the gas here in the fourth quarter. Low snap, good hold, kick up, and good.
Yeah,
So with
the
10,
kicking game's been solid all night. Sometimes you never know with high school football.
it
But
has been some of the holds have been really good too.
yeah, they have been.
With 10:24 left here in the game, Nacogdoches takes the commanding 28-7 lead. We'll be right back here on NETSN.
Struggling with mobility, chronic pain, work, or sports injury? At Azalea Orthopedics, our team of highly trained physicians specialize in complete orthopedic care, pain management, sports medicine, physical medicine, and rehabilitation. If you've sustained a bone or joint injury, have mobility or movement problems, struggle with pain, contact Azalea Orthopedics. We're conveniently located across East Texas, serving 18 counties. When visiting your doctor, urgent care, or hospital, you have a choice. Demand Azalea. At Azalea Orthopedics, your health is our priority.
And we are back here on NETSN with 10:24 left in the game. Nacogdoches has scored 3 touchdowns here in the second half to take a 28-7 lead. What are you seeing out of Nacogdoches the second half that's allowed them to do what they're doing here?
Yeah, I think they capitalized on a couple of mistakes, right? They capitalized on the block punt for a touchdown, and I think they've been able to extend plays. I think the offensive line for Nacogdoches has really stepped up this second half and given the quarterback time to scramble and find the open man.
Oh, he didn't step out.
Woo.
And
he should have let that be in the end zone.
Yep, and it's going to be tough. At least he didn't step out at the one.
That's true.
And we've got some extracurricular there, able to get them separated. But that was returned by number 9, London Brown. And Nacogdoches Palestine, they're on the uphill climb here as they need to score here.
They do.
Like it's do or die time. Pull out all the stops for Coach Ray's here in his second season. Now he was at Lumberton a few years ago when I was covering Chapel Hill. They knocked off Lumberton in the playoffs. And so he's able to put in his spread offenses year 2, and Palestine's always been that heavy run team where you don't see them throw the ball. And
they might have had this one guy one time that was pretty good at running.
Yeah,
the ball,
they did.
Yeah,
they've had it, but they've been a consistently.
Yeah.
It's that team that's going to smash you in the mouth, and so this is year 2, putting in a new system, and I've seen some good things tonight from Palestine. Yeah. Really have, and we'll have them several times this season for you Palestine Wildcat fans. Check out our YouTube channel for all those game links. But we're gonna see them several times, and I think, as the season progresses, you're gonna see a Palestine team that improves week by week.
Yeah, no, I agree. I think you've seen flashes of what they're capable of, right? And again, I think that if you ask them post game, I think they're gonna say that they hurt themselves, right? I think the block punt for a touchdown changed the entire complexion.
That was
of this
the game. That was the play of the game to me.
Because it's a 7-7 game, and all of a sudden old Mo, she was in the middle of the field momentum, and she walked straight over to that Nacogdoches sideline, and she hasn't left.
Yeah. She's over there in her gold shirt, Nacogdoches all over it.
Yeah, for sure.
Cook scrambling away. Ball's popped away loose, and Palestine gets lucky. They fall on that one. As Cook was dancing around again with that ball. You talked about it earlier.
He's coming up limp again. I think that right ankle is really bothering him.
He's frustrated, but
yeah,
he's going to have to come out to the side. That's going to bring Hutchinson back in the game.
I'm surprised they haven't blown the whistle. He's not far off the field.
Yeah. We got plenty of time on the play clock here. It's,
try to get him up and out of the way here. Yeah, he's frustrated. He's hurting. And again, when things aren't going your way, sometimes you try to do a little too much.
So who they got in there now at quarterback? It's not Hutchinson this time.
No. They're going a little.
Oh, a lefty. That's number 9, I think, and it's a good play.
London Brown.
Yeah, London Brown is now in at quarterback. So changing it up on us. We thought it was going to be Hutchinson, and Brown now in at quarterback for the Wildcats. And it's going to be punt time, and Colt James is all-state punter and kicker, but you don't want to see him out there this many times. He's thinking, man, I want to be out there kicking. I don't want to be punting much.
Yeah, you want to earn all-state honors, but probably not by punting more than you want to. That's the.
We got a timeout on the field for Palestine. 8:46 left. They trailed 28-7. We'll be right back here on NETSN.
This is where legends rise and moments are made.
They're still on his feet. Come on, still on his feet.
From the buzzer beaters to the game winners, we bring you the action. Raw, real, relentless. We cover every angle, every story. From the streets to the stadiums.
We're going all the way.
Your favorite athletes. Your teams.
Break some tackle. Oh my gosh.
Your passion. All in one place. New games, live shows.
Here he goes. He's got some blockers.
This is the future of sports media.
There he goes. Picked up into the secondary.
This isn't just a network. This is a movement.
He ran over the defender.
Welcome to NETSN. Game on.
All right, we are back on NETSN as it's punt time. And punted away a low line drive punt. Little roll on it, taking a Palestine roll. And it's going to die down at around the 43-yard line of Palestine. So Nacogdoches will start in Palestine territory here with 8:32 left here in the game.
Yeah, and I think, on that one, I think Colt had to rush that punt because there's been so much pressure tonight that I think he probably didn't get the punt he wanted, but he got a great roll on it. That helped. But, again, didn't get the ball past the 50, so you're giving Nac the ball back with, 43 yards to the end zone. That's not really what you want to do right here, being down 21.
So for Nacogdoches now, just put the ball on the ground and try to use your two-headed monster in the backfield. You got Page and Douglas have been kind of rotating in and out tonight. I think you just put it on the ground and let them
and again,
do their work.
Freshman quarterbacks, you don't want to take any chances on giving Palestine any kind of momentum, right? So I think you feed the backs and chew the clock.
Garrison up 39-19 in the fourth quarter, 4 minutes to go. So Garrison with a big win here, looks like, over Wascom.
I think I picked that one.
Yeah, I missed that one, I think. Oh, and missed tackle, and there he goes. Oh man.
We thought he might break away, but he got caught there. Good tackle by number 19, Cohen Thomason.
Wow. A nice job there by Nacogdoches. They've done that several times where they just keep chugging along and Palestine not finishing the tackle.
Whitaker looked bottled up in the backfield, and all of a sudden he makes it. He kind of pivots and does a little half turn there, does a 180, and he's got freedom.
So clock rolling here under 8 minutes to go. in what has been a really good contest. Nacogdoches just stepping on the gas here in the second half, putting this game out of reach. Or
yeah, and they did the thing we talked about, right? Get the ball to your playmakers, and their playmakers have made plays.
Yeah. Pass out to the far side, caught.
Plenty of space.
Got lots of room. He's going to get taken down just short of the first down, I believe.
And that was number 11, which I don't have on my roster.
Okay.
So we'll say number 11 on the tackle, I believe, over there on the far side for Palestine.
Well, at least you could see the number. If it had been
true.
Nacogdoches, it's hard to see numbers tonight. But
very true.
You know, and I think your one key for Nacogdoches was get off to a good start.
Yeah.
You just didn't put
in the second half.
In the second half.
Yeah.
Then you'd have had it right on the money there.
I think there's a tiny asterisk if you go back and look at it. It says
Okay.
second half. No. Yeah, and again, you know, this is maybe what I thought was going to happen earlier, but they've done a good job again of coming out of the halftime break and getting a momentum.
Look at that, just pushing through. Good job by the offensive line, and just pushes for the first down.
Yeah, those boys up front are starting to win the battle over a pretty touted, you know, defensive set. There's a couple of, like we said, the North Texas commit there at defensive end, and they've done a good job staying away from him too. You know, they've really not let Applewhite really have much of an effect on the game. In fact, he's kind of grabbing his arm right now. Not sure what he did, hand, arm, something, so I don't know if something's wrong or he's going to try to play through it, but he doesn't look good.
Yeah, he's kind of letting it hang there for a minute. Oh, we had a little bit of another one of those jump starts.
Yeah.
The receivers.
This looks like arena football, right, where you start that guy at 10 yards back and you get a head start at it.
See, I like that. I think that's cool. You get some of those guys that are so fast.
Well, now they do that orbit motion, right? Like Tyreek Hill kind of perfected that big looping run where it's probably illegal, but it's close enough to not that nobody's really sure.
So that'll back him up 5.
Again, I'm just keeping an eye on Applewhite there. I'm hoping he's okay, but looks like he's not moving that right arm much.
So here we go. It's now 1st and 10. It's from the 18.
Oh, good
handoff
cut.
straight up the middle, and a nice run there.
I think that's Douglas again. Yep.
He's going. Yeah, it's Douglas. He's going to get probably about half of what they needed there on first down. Going to bring them down to it's like maybe the 10.
Like 9 maybe? Yeah, almost the 9.
Yeah, it is the 9. So 9-yard line. So clock rolling, under 6 to go here. Nacogdoches trying to put the dagger in. Another jump, free play. Oh, they're going to blow it dead.
Yeah, 15 had a free shot at that one. That's probably a good one to blow dead because if he had not held himself up, that might have been bad for the quarterback.
Contact on the 56, 5-yard penalty, to a second down.
You know, I've been impressed with the freshman quarterback here from
Oh,
Matt,
yeah, he's
right?
done. I mean, here's the deal. He's done what he needed to do. There's been a couple throws. If he throws them in there on target, maybe this game's a little bit wider margin. But he's managed the game. He's gotten his backs involved. He's made the throws we needed to. I mean, he's done a fine job as a freshman coming in here. And that's high promise. You know, we talked about how Nacogdoches should be trending a little bit up this year. I'm impressed with him so far.
Yeah. And again, right, you wouldn't, if you didn't look at the roster, you wouldn't know he's a freshman.
Yeah.
Right? You would assume otherwise just by the poise he's played with. He's looked pretty calm in the pocket, even in the face of pressure. And looks like we're going to maybe get a timeout here.
Timeout. Nacogdoches, their second.
Well, you can't take them home with you.
Yeah, that play clock was winding down. You might as well be safe and get what you want.
Don't tell Jeremy Hubbard that. He doesn't ever take a timeout. He thinks they go with him every week.
He forgets he has them.
Yeah. So we're going to take a quick break here. 5:13 left. Nacogdoches looking to put a stamp on a win here in Palestine. We'll be right back on NETSN.
Struggling with mobility, chronic pain, work, or sports injury? At Azalea Orthopedics, our team of highly trained physicians specialize in complete orthopedic care, pain management, sports medicine, physical medicine, and rehabilitation. If you've sustained a bone or joint injury, have mobility or movement problems, struggle with pain, contact Azalea Orthopedics. We're conveniently located across East Texas, serving 18 counties. When visiting your doctor, urgent care, or hospital, you have a choice. Demand Azalea. At Azalea Orthopedics, your health is our priority.
And we are back here on NETSN. 5:13 left in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, that penalty puts the ball on the 4.
And it's going to be handoff straight up the middle. Oh, and he's going to be close. Taken down around the 1 is the tailback, and that is
Page.
Is it Page?
Yeah. The visor, I think, is the giveaway. The visor and the knee brace makes it a little easier since the numbers are 1 apart and really hard to tell.
They're going to give it to him again. Oh, the ball, a little bobble. He bounces it outside, and he's still going to score for the touchdown. 1-yard touchdown run for Mr. Page. So Nacogdoches now putting that stamp on as they are up 34-7 now. Man, what a second half for the Dragons here.
Yeah, I mean, it's a tale of two halves, right? We say that a lot, but, man, it's just – if you looked at the score right now, you wouldn't have said that it was 7-7 at halftime, right? You probably wouldn't have convinced anybody of that. But Nacogdoches is taking care of business, and
kick is up, and it is good.
Yeah, I think Palestine's going to have some questions to answer, right, when they look back at film tomorrow about some things that they want to change and fix. And again, that's why you play the game, right? And you get to make adjustments. And again, this doesn't make or break a season. So a chance for both teams to kind of look at the good and the bad and make adjustments.
Let's take a look at our slate for tomorrow night, Jeremy. While we got a second here, I want to pull up and just so that we've got. If you're looking for action for high school football, you know you're in the right spot. Tomorrow night's games. Tell us where you'll be.
Yeah, I'm going to be in Price. They're at Carlisle for the Indians. Again, we're going to see Mount Enterprise come to town with Keegan Ash. I think he's seeking out 7,000 yards and 100 rushing touchdowns in a career. And he's got a backfield mate that I think had over 1,000 yards as well last year. And so Mount Enterprise is going to run the ball.
Okay. I'm going to be traveling to the DFW area to Diggs country, as we say.
Diggs land.
Swaggy country. And we'll be going over to Woodrow Wilson High School. I'll be with the White House Wildcats crew, Josh and Chris. 3-man booth tomorrow night. We'll be watching the Wildcats open the season against Dallas Wilson. We'll also have, I think, let's see, Jaron is going with the Brook Hill crew up to Redwater, so we'll have the Brook Hill and
That's
Redwater.
That's a little bit of a drive.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We'll have the Center Rough Riders and the Jacksonville Indians, the Shires in Wallington, and then we'll be there. And then Larry Pierce is going to be somewhere too. Of course, he's still got that game. He's going to be a late night for him.
He might just end up staying where he's at. Might be closer.
I think he's got Shelbyville and Troop tomorrow.
Oh, that's right. That should be a good one. Yeah,
should be another good one.
Troop's a team on the rise, right? They're Dave Campbell's has them ranked in I think 22nd maybe in their division, and so yeah, another good game there. Again, we'll have 5 good games tomorrow night.
Brown with a little return, got a little room. Going to get up to close to the 40. About the 38-yard line on that return.
He's been effective on that, catching the ball on the right and switching the field, right? He's kind of done that a couple times, and that time is his biggest gain. But he's got good vision and good speed. He got the edge and almost broke it.
Yeah, they just don't kick to that Martin guy for some reason. I don't understand.
I can't imagine why you would not kick it to a Texas Tech guy. It reminds me of a few years ago at Tyler Legacy, they had the Bryson Donnell, who was a Texas Tech commit, and then you had Jam Miller, who's a running back down at Alabama, and both of those guys were back on kick returns. And I think that year there were a whole lot of pooch kicks, right? You weren't going to kick it to either one of those running backs, and they were quite a tandem in the backfield themselves. And so, yeah, Martin's not going to get overlooked. You're not going to leave him without people watching for sure. Here he comes on the field. He's going to come out here and split wide left, number 2.
So we got, looks like back in the game is Hutchinson here. He's going to hand it off. And nice move there. That's number 14 on the carry. That is Cummings. And a nice little shifty move by the tailback Cummings.
Yeah, a little sophomore running back. And maybe a little too much wiggle toward the end there. I'd like to see him get a little bit north and south. He got himself up. Yeah, he did a great job of getting to that spot, then get north, get yardage. But, again, a good carry.
Gain of 5, second and 5.
So here we go. Palestine trying to go into the game 2 with the momentum here. See if they can get him a score.
Another
Cummings,
bounce.
He's bouncing outside, and there's just nowhere to go. He's almost you've got to hit that hole. You got to find one to hit it.
You can't bounce it every time. They tend to learn your tendencies. They just wait on you, right? And that's what they did there. They were just waiting on him to bounce, and he bounced.
Cummings, the ball carrier.
But Winsboro Tatum was 55-28. Good outing for Winsboro as they. We talked about them in Malakoff with maybe a showdown for that district championship.
Yeah.
Malakoff's had their number over the last couple of years.
I like to call them Wisconsin Borough because every time I see that, that's a huge W at midfield, right?
Yeah.
But, Winsboro had a great showing tonight as well.
Lindale's now up in the second quarter, 21-0 over Hallsville.
Yeah,
that game is at not even a halftime yet due to the late start to the rain. Is a nice run there on the quarterback keeper. As Hutchinson slides down, and of course, are they going to give him the first? He slid early.
Yeah, they gave him some yardage.
They gave it to him. I wasn't sure if he had enough for the first.
Yeah, where he started to slide, I think he was short, but they gave it to him. Texas High, 50. Tyler Legacy, 28. Again, Texas High is a team that we think in that 5A division's got a real chance to go a long way. And, I think the key for them, as it's been in the last couple of years, is can they live up to the expectations?
Mm-hmm.
So a good start for them. And again, the scores, Legacy put up a good showing early, and, they're going to make some adjustments. Their senior quarterback is hurt, and so they've had to bring in a young guy here that hasn't had much experience at the varsity level. And so
he made some good throws there coming into the game. So, it showed some promise.
Yeah. So I think it'll be an interesting, it's going to be a good, it's a tough slate for Legacy. They've got a tough district with Longview and both rock walls, and then you got Forney and North Forney. They've kind of become formidable, football powerhouses as well in the last couple of years. And so,
and if you want to know anything Tyler Legacy, you got to go follow Brandon Ogden on Twitter.
That's right.
He is the Legacy guru. He is there for just about every game they have, I believe. So
yeah,
also comes on our show ever so often.
You got trips right here.
And Hutchinson's going to just pitch it outside. That's Cummings again. He's got a little space this time, and he's going to be pushed out of bounds at around the 38-yard line. Nice little play there for the Wildcats.
Yeah, and then tackle there by number 5, Keyshawn Hightower. Knock him out of bounds there, but not before he got a first down. That time he got north and south, right? He got north and south quickly, and he did a good job there and got a good carry.
Well, he had a nice little space there to run.
Yeah.
So 1st and 10 now, ball at the Nacogdoches 38-yard line as Palestine tries to finish strong here in this fourth quarter with 2:07 left. Hutchinson's going to keep. Quarterback keeper, he gets down just in time because
he was slide.
There was some head hunting going on there. And that's going to be our 2-minute timeout, a new rule this season. And so we're going to take you with him. So we got 1:57 left here in the game. Nacogdoches commanding 35-7 lead over Palestine right here on NETSN.
Struggling with mobility, chronic pain, work, or sports injury? At Azalea Orthopedics, our team of highly trained physicians specialize in complete orthopedic care, pain management, sports medicine, physical medicine, and rehabilitation. If you've sustained a bone or joint injury, have mobility or movement problems, struggle with pain, contact Azalea Orthopedics. We're conveniently located across East Texas, serving 18 counties. When visiting your doctor, urgent care, or hospital, you have a choice. Demand Azalea. At Azalea Orthopedics, your health is our priority.
Back here on NETSN. Brett Sweeney, Jeremy Diamond here in Palestine as we have 2 minutes left here in this one. Hutchinson, sideways pass over the side, caught.
Oh, keep going. Oh, I don't know if he was down.
It was Beckworth, and
I'm not sure. The referee looked like he was waiting on him to run, and then when he didn't move, he called him down. But maybe he was, but it was close.
Is that the play where you just tell your guy to keep going?
Make him call it again. Make him blow the whistle, right? Beckworth he's had a tough night. He just hadn't had a lot of room to get going, and I don't think he's ever got a chance to get momentum, and so probably not the night he expected. Again, kind of a start stop night with penalties and different things like that, and so tough to get momentum like that.
Pass over the side, caught. That's number 13 on the catch. That is Oliver, and he's going to get the first down up to the 25-yard line.
Yeah, tackled by a host of Dragons, or a weir of Dragons, as we were told earlier.
Yeah.
Led by number 6, Vance Cuff. And number 11, Christopher Davis. They've got Christopher Davis listed as a D lineman, so we're hoping it's still Christopher Davis, but he's going to be playing that outside linebacker role. He's been wherever London Brown has been tonight. Oh, that was early again on 13.
Yeah. Hutchinson looking to pass. Carlson Middles is
oh,
caught. Is he going to score? Yes, he will. Touchdown, Palestine.
And that's the guy that we don't have a number for, or a name
Number
for.
11
Yeah.
with the catch for Palestine. Not on the roster, but a nice pitch and catch from Hutchinson to number 11. And hopefully next time we cover Palestine, we'll have a number for him, and a great finish. And if you're Coach Ray's, you love that your team came out, didn't quit. You know, go out there, finish out strong with his closing drive. You got 47 seconds left, but, I mean, it's how you finish, man. Just play to the end.
Exactly. It gives you a little bit of something positive to work off of, right? And that's all you can ask for in a game like this, is to walk away with something to kind of hang your hat on. And, again, I think a lot to build on. There's a lot of guys that have skill here, right? We're hoping that Ashton Cook is okay. But, again, I thought, Hutchinson did a good job there leading the drive. And so hats off to him for being ready, right? Next man up.
Yeah.
And a good catch there. Again, I think we've had a couple of those tonight where the bobble was probably advantageous. Had he caught that clean, he might have been in trouble. But the bobble kind of caused everybody to readjust, and then he was able to beat him to the outside and get the score.
Yeah, so we got 47 seconds left, the 35-14 game here. And, Jeremy, okay, so we got a little time before the game's over. First game in the booth for football. What'd you think?
Man, I am just injected in my veins. I'm loving it.
You scratch the itch now for football. You got all the sports now.
It's all day, every day. No, I think we talked about it before. I spent a lot of time coaching, and this is so much fun, right? Because it gives you some of that aspect of that feel again. And again, we love highlighting these kids. I think those that have coached understand the amount of time that's put in, both by the coaching staff and the players, to make this happen. And, these kids are going to class. They have to be athletes and students, and so there's a lot that goes into it. So you have an appreciation for that, and for the time these coaches put in investing these young men's lives, and so it's a lot of fun. I'm excited to be here.
So kicking off for Palestine, it is Colt James again. It's a fair catch at the 30.
I think we had another head start that I think they just didn't call, but pretty sure. I think Cohen Thomason, number 19, was about 4 yards downfield before that pooch was happening. he got that arena ball head start.
You think the refs are at this point just like,
44 seconds. Yeah, it might have been the. I think the guy on the side was looking for the pooch before it was pooch.
Yeah.
But that's all right. So, 44 seconds.
We think we would see victory formation here at this point in the game. See, but okay, player of the game. I mean, is there any doubt that it's not player from Nacogdoches? What was it? Is it Landon Sherrard? Was he the one with the blocked?
Whitaker.
Was it? Oh, was it Whitaker?
Yeah.
Oh, 2, yes.
Yeah, Whitaker.
So, I mean, he had the touchdown and the blocked punt touchdown. I mean, anybody else that's sticks out to you?
I think you give a tip of the cap to the quarterback as well, right? But I think that Whitaker had just a great game all the way around. And again, if you're Nacogdoches, this is exactly what you're hoping for, right? A hot start in the second half, a fast start, and get an early W on the season. And then if you're Palestine, I think you have a chance here to see some things on film that you want to fix, right? And again, it's early in the season, so you have plenty of time to do so. And so then it becomes about adjustments, right? How do we adjust from game 1 to game 2 to game 11?
Well, thanks everyone for tuning in tonight to the first broadcast for us on NETSN, first football game. Again, we'll have 6 more this week. A couple still going on tonight. So if you haven't, if you still want to watch some football, we got Lindale and Hallsville, St. Augustine and Beckville. So you'll be able to tune into those as we have the final here in Palestine, 35-14. Man, shout out to everyone who tuned in. Again, subscribe to our channel, like this broadcast, go check out our other stuff. We have lots of things, and they're all, how much, Jeremy?
They're all free.
Okay, and if you haven't looked at the app yet, go take a look at it. Again, it's free. It allows you to go to games, keep up with scores. You can, the games that we have, you can just click watch game and hop on those games, and it really, really helps us out. But that's going to do it for tonight's broadcast. I'd like to give a shout to our man, Robert Mullins on camera. Also, we had Richard Diamond on camera. That guy, you might know that guy, right?
Yeah, just a little bit.
We had a couple of good camera guys tonight that brought you the action. For Jeremy Diamond, I'm Brett Sweeney signing off. The final here in Palestine, Nacogdoches 35, Palestine 14. Thanks for watching. Good night, and see you tomorrow night here on NETSN. Good night, everybody.
Williams fights through the yards, breaks some tackles. Williams still on his feet. Williams breaks another tackle. Here he goes. He's got some blockers. Sam Williams, he ain't going to catch him. Touchdown, God. 59-yard touchdown run on 3rd and 2 for Sam Williams.
Yeah, whoa. They get set early, very quickly here. Play clock down to 3. Dixon gets it off, low snap.
Pickram up the middle, and there he goes. Pickram into the secondary. Pickram is going to go. He is gone. Touchdown.
Macho steps up in the pocket, and he gets away from one tackler, avoids another tackler, tries to run.
He's still on his feet. Camacho's still on his feet. He's still running. Camacho, goodness gracious, he's still going. Camacho, is he going to score? Wow. Touchdown.
Quick pass.
Bork adjusts and intercepted, and he caught it.
He's coming back. He's coming back.
He's going all the way.
Oh, my God. No,
it's Taylor.
Just let him go. Just let him go.
And a pick six.
Kind of stalled him out here. Brisbane got Stewart with a little.
Oh, he ran over the defender. A helmet coming off. Holy man.
Quarterback Smith, and Smith's in the gun. He's going to go back to pass. Goes out to his left. He's got a man open. It's Bork again.
Caught. Bork breaks some tackle. Oh my gosh. He's still on his feet. He's inside the 10. Touchdown, Arp. What?
Here we go. 1st and 10. They're going to throw it outside. They're going to double pass here. Going deep. That's Man Scott.
What a catch by Man Scott. It's a one-handed grab. He's going to go almost all the way. Just tackle at the 1. Highlight reel right there for Man Scott. Oh, my goodness, Jason.
I don't think you'll see anything like that.
Woo.
That's not an East Texas highlight reel. That's Sports Center right there.
Man, oh, man. What a catch.